ladies.
Good morning,
Welcome.
good morning.
Morning. Hi,
Good
Dorothy.
morning.
So glad you're here.
I literally just woke up half an hour ago.
Girl, it's okay.
I was like, I can't miss this.
This is a come as you are room. So even if you were sleeping with wild hair, we'd still love that you were here.
Okay, I need to put my robe back on. No, I'm actually
Good
hot.
morning,
Like, let's
Janice.
go. Get your
Janice, can you hear
coffee,
me?
get your robe. Hi,
Janice?
Janet.
Morning.
Morning, great. Okay, we can hear you, hon. Awesome, awesome, great. All right. Dorothy, great to meet you. Welcome.
Yeah, so good to finally see you, Heather.
Okay, yeah. The two
They're
Heathers
all
get
about you.
together. When the two Heathers get together, whoo, you better watch out. Whoo. Where's
It's almost
this?
like me and you, Heather.
Yes, ma'am.
Triple power right
Know
there.
it.
There she is. Good morning, Janice.
Morning.
Morning. So we've had quite a few. We really do like to start on time, and we have had quite an influx of interest to this event. Now it's about where are you? So we're
Um,
good.
on
We've got
Facebook,
2 minutes.
well, on
I'm
Facebook, the event, there is no Zoom.
really.
Yeah,
The
that's
link,
why I text you.
Okay. Let me post it in the thank you.
huh? Why does it say go to the link is there, Heather?
I know. I mean, I used it, but I'll put a doors are open post.
Okay.
Double check. Yeah, on my side, there is no Zoom. That's why I private text you.
Huh. Interesting. And then, but there's
Okay.
a go to link there, Dorothy, and that's really
Oh,
odd.
oh, I
There's
found
a
it.
little button. Yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
button that says go to link.
Oh, you might
But
have
that's
to
all
do
right.
something with slow people like me. Be like, here's the link.
Do we need to point and direct?
Well, I just
Probably.
posted the link in the event page, so
That's all
hopefully
good.
let
So
me go over and post it in Academy as well.
in the
What?
old events, that wasn't there before. It's usually in the description where it says, where is this? And you can go
Right,
to Zoom.
right, and it can be below. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I've never used it on the computer. I've always used it on.
Morning, Dana. Good morning. Hey,
Morning.
Charlotte. Great to
Good
be here.
morning.
Good morning, ladies. Welcome.
Post going up in Academy right now.
I have to say, Janice looks like Rogue from X-Men. With your hair. Freaking love that. And I love the roses from Charlotte. Like,
Oh, thank you.
I just want like to have a party right now.
Hi, Charlotte. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Excited for everyone to get in here.
Yes.
Oh, here's a message from Rebecca, and Samantha's going to be a few minutes late.
All right.
Oh, come on, ladies.
You know,
Here we go.
fashionably late. Everybody's
There's
fashionably
Rachel.
late.
All right, Rachel, my girl. That is super awesome. 5 minutes, says Rebecca. Okay, well, Rachel, good morning. You can hear me. I know that we're just connecting here.
Hi, Rachel. Good morning. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, so
What's everybody drinking this morning? Anything?
Coffee. That was
Coffee?
it.
cheers to that.
Yes.
Here's to that. Big old cup of
Yes.
coffee.
Cheers. Mine says girl boss on it. That
Oh, I love
my
that.
granddaughter bought me. Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Paulette. That's so
Yes.
awesome. Love
Awesome.
it. Love it. I'm so happy you're here, Paulette. Thank you so much, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Cinnamon
Ah,
tea,
you're a
Janice
doll. Oh my
says.
gosh.
Nice.
Okay, so I am usually on time and I hate being late for a date or whatever. And I've been married for 37 years, so I still don't like to be late. So we need to get this show on the road. We've got so much to unpack. So let me just tell you how this is going to work. Heather and I, my partner in crime here, we have decided to throw this event for you. If you did not catch our event 2 weeks ago, was all about clarifying your statement, your I-brand statement of who you are, what you do, and who you work for, with, and who you want to, let me just get these girls in, who you want to serve. So this is the number 2 of a part 3 series, just FYI, to keep your eyes open to that. Everything else will be in the Academy, so follow the Academy really, really closely and be sure to comment because we got lots of surprises coming your way. We wanted to hold this event today. It's crafting your hello statement so that you are able to call in her or them or whoever you are calling in quickly, methodically, and with posture. Okay, because showing up, morning Stephanie, showing up not knowing who you serve, like no one's got time for that. You have a business to run and doing it the correct way, the right way is sure to land you the ideal clients that you are looking to have and to serve. And remember, it's not about selling, it's about the transformational conversations. And I teach that in all of my master classes. And Heather and I wanted to bring you this today to kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're doing behind the scenes and so much more that is in store. Any questions right now?
No.
We're good. Brittany, good morning. Great to see you. I know that we have a couple of gals that are running to the kitchen right now to grab their coffee and put that whatever in it that they need.
Put that extra shot in there this morning.
Yeah. So I hope you brought time. You brought your energy. Last time we did this, it was 3.5 hours. Just gonna let you know. We might not be at 3.5 hours. And if not, that's great. If you can't stay with us, we never know. So we don't put a time limit. We've been asked how long, we never know. We just go because we want to serve everybody here and make sure that your questions get answered. That's just our standard. Okay, so I believe we're going to get started here. So I'm going to, Heather, you've got this now. You've got control.
If you make me co-host.
All right, so let's do this. Go.
Click on see the 3 little dots in my picture?
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah.
Just click on it, make me co-host.
Where are you up here? Why is it not saying
There should
remove?
be like,
I'm not removing you.
no. There should be an option to make me co-host.
There you go.
Boop, boop.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that
So we will get started here and then we'll be bringing everybody in. I don't want to hold you guys up any longer, so let's get this started.
this putty's downloaded. All right. Can everybody see okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there. Yeah.
I don't have double screens, so I have to put you up in a corner somewhere. I'm not fancy yet. I don't have dual screens.
Hey, we're all good.
We'll get there. Hashtag goals.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, guys, like Heather said, this is a part 2 of a 3-part series. We spent the last session with you guys really working out who am I, who do I serve, or who do I help and how do I serve them? Those are the 3 biggest questions you are going to get asked throughout your journey in business, entrepreneurship, direct selling from people because it's the most needed to be communicated set of statements that you create. So we brought it all into one statement, which in the industry is often known as the I help statement, although that statement has become oversaturated. And so, from one of our coaches and mentors, Forbes Riley, she said to speak as you're known as. It positions you, gives you a higher power and authority. So, think about who you want to be known as. I'm Heather Goucher. I'm known as the sassypreneur. Heather says, I'm Heather Fiehl, and I'm known as the conversational barista. So when you set that tone in the room, that's like your first powerful hello at any networking event or someplace that you're looking to get your name in the room. So we really dove into that the last session. There is a replay for that will be available for you guys. I will be putting that up in the guide section of Academy for you, so that you have access.
Last time we found that it took a couple of hours to upload, so really have patience. We had so many of you asking. Yeah, so thank you.
It literally, because we're in, 1080p high resolution for several hours, it takes quite a bit of time to upload that. So we will get the replays uploaded as soon as possible for you guys to YouTube, and you will have access to those videos specifically.
Heather, I just heard someone try to get in. Can you see?
Yes, I let her in.
All right, you did. Okay, hon, you got that. Okay, great.
Yeah, awesome. I got her.
Thank you.
The doorbell rang and I let her in. Welcome, Lori.
Welcome.
Welcome to the table. All right. So today we're talking about your signature hello. Hello is one of the most important things we do in anything that we do, and we want to make an impression with it. And this one that we're going to craft today is going to be by far probably one of the most bravest hellos you ever craft in your life. And I say that because it's the most honest, it's the most real, it's the most transparent, because often we're not taught to be as real, raw, and transparent as what you're going to craft today. So if you don't have a notebook and you don't have a pen, I highly suggest
Run.
You're going to want it, because we're going to walk through step by step today each piece and part of crafting your signature hello. It is derived from a coaching mentor of mine who she does it and calls it "This is me." And so this is really about you putting yourself out there to the world, very real and transparent on a level that most people haven't challenged you to go yet. So I'm really excited for this because it transformed my connection and boosted my visibility and increased my engagement and really connected me deeply to my audience. So we definitely want to start with this question. What's harder for you? Is it consistently posting, or is it posting as you? Which one is harder for you, or both harder for you? Go ahead and drop those in the chat. And Heather, you're going to have to monitor the chat because I can't see.
Yeah. Okay. So as soon as so be sure to answer. So this is really about not us just fire hosing you with education. We really want your input, and I'm going to do my best to moderate here. And as we're speaking, this is a collaboration. You're at our table. It's a safe place. So there's no silly, dumb question. Okay. All right.
There's no judgment. Just be you.
Absolutely.
A lot of spaces
Constantly awesome. Both, says Brittany. Okay, thank you for that. Charlotte, both. Great. Thanks, Paulette. I'm calling you Charlotte, and I know you as Paulette. That's just crazy. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. So both, we have a consensus here of both. So it's really true. We do struggle. Sometimes the path is uneven or the path is unclear, and we're sitting in that dense fog. And so we're going to be lifting that for you. Good.
And for a lot of this audience, you guys are MLMers, and so you're being taught to just sell mainly. You're not being taught to be visible. And we want to flip that switch for you, because being visible is more important than selling. You can't sell until you're visible, until you're present in front of your audience. You can have a product and put your name on it and say, "Hey, buy my product," but it doesn't create know, like, and trust. It doesn't create rapport or connection, and it doesn't share the experience, your experience with your audience of who you are behind the product, because they're more interested about who Heather is than they are the colossal mascara that I'm holding in my hand, right? They can go get that at a drugstore. They
Yeah.
can go get that at Amazon.
Yeah.
So we want to teach you real presence online that is going to actually lead to those sales through relational marketing, through connection, so that you don't have to post more, because the solution isn't posting more. It isn't using more scripts. It isn't being on the visibility belt with trends. It's learning to monetize in a non-hustle format. The culture is teaching you guys to hustle, 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 and that's going to lead to overwhelm,
And
frustration, and burnout, and you're going to want to quit and walk away.
yeah. So as Heather was alluding here, I'm just going to jump in. It's more about your quality versus your quantity. And it's not that you should be chasing. And when I'm teaching and sharing all of these different strategies and methodologies, it's really, do you want to attract or do you want to repel? Do you want to be the hunter or do you want to be the hunted? Very, very simple. So crafting your signature core message or crafting your hello message, like we're doing in room number 2 here, and room number 3 will be coming. This is essential. If you don't have the foundation to your brand, your elements, your core foundation, it doesn't matter what you have, because I can afford to go anywhere and buy any lip gloss, any mascara, any eye cream, and so can your prospects. But what they're looking for is that statement, is that real thing that Heather and I are sharing here today, that you are the one for them, that you have created a bond, that you have been there for them, nurturing and loving and caring on them, and they feel safe for you, so that they're going to come to you. So now you're, instead of repelling, you're going to be attracting. It's a whole different way of thinking, because yes, the industry, as Heather said, has been trying to tell you, sell, get your product in front of everybody. Well, that repels everybody. Well, close to everybody, unless they don't know our teachings and why this is working so well in my business and in Heather's business. Okay. So Heather, we did get a census here. What's harder for you, consistency posting or posting as you? And we did get a both. And so thank you ladies for seeing that. I'm reading this as Heather was talking. Yes, it is. It's not easy to navigate through that because it's a messy middle, but you are where you are, you're in the right place, and we will iron all of that out.
Absolutely. By the end of today, you definitely are going to feel a little bit differently about both of those questions moving forward, because transparency is actually going to be your best friend. Authenticity is going to be your best friend. It's going to actually create that deep connection with your audience that they've been looking for. So let's talk about the core problems. It's not that you don't know who you are, but there's an unclear message going on. As you bring your information to the screen, it lacks some level of clarity. You've got a generic voice. It's copy and paste, like you're following your leaders in the end, or you're following your uplines, or following an industry leader or an expert, and you're copy and pasting their vibe. You're trying to be a photocopy of them and just slap your name on it and think it's going to get you there. Right. It's not. Let me spoiler alert. It's not going to get you there. Pro tip, it's not going to get you there. It's going to create a whole lot of heartache and a whole lot of frustration at the end of the day, because what works for one person is not a one size fits all solution. And this is what the industry also tries to sell you, is that there's a one size fits all solution with a product or a service. And that's just not the case. And the way that you bring that product or service, everybody uses a product differently and at the same time, the same way. But we all have a different purpose for why we were brought to that product in the first place, right? Or why we came to that service provider in the first place. So you may also have some audience confusion. Who is your person that you're trying to reach out to and talk to? Because if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. And then you could just be attracting the wrong clients because of that. So you're getting those one-off sales or those one-off clients, and you're really not creating that long-term traction and income that you're looking for. Heather?
So on the back end of this is really important. Remember, if you're copying and pasting from your director or your upline, do this, just get your product in front of a lot of people. It's not duplicatable. I'm sorry, I have built massive teams where that will never work. We've tried it. We tried it when we were doing the belly-to-belly marketing. Remember all the restaurants and the coffee shops, and I would rent out an entire restaurant and fill a room. I walked on stage sharing this. This is not acceptable anymore in the industry. You cannot duplicate what is not duplicatable. So if you have a team and you want your team to follow suit, then be the representative of that. Your team is going to watch you, because they're like kids. They're watching you and they will do what you do. If you don't do, they won't do. If you do that right, they will want to know what you're doing. So in that instance, it's leadership. So if it's not duplicatable and it's hard for you, think about it. It's going to be hard for your team that you're trying to build. And you may not have a team yet, but for sure you have customers that might be thinking about it. So people join you for a couple of reasons. A, they think that they can do what you're doing. B, they think that they can make money. And C, they think and believe that you're going to get them from where they are to where they want to go. And copy paste is not attractive. It will not work. It's not duplicatable. So you do want to call in your right people. And don't be afraid of elimination. It is a process of elimination, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're not exterminating everybody, but we are eliminating the ones who are just not right for our products, for whatever message we have out there. Good. It's not for you. Great. I wish you an incredible day. Next. Some will, some won't. So what? Okay. So I want you to keep that. Those are the core thoughts that you need to have if you want to have that level of success, whatever that next level of success is for you.
Yeah, whatever that looks like. Because everybody's success rate, everybody's vision of success is going to look different. It's going to feel different. It's not going to look like the shiny stages and the spotlights all the time. Like someone may not even want that and can still have success. So really reevaluate success. That's something I've been doing this year, is reevaluating what real true success looks like, what real wealth looks like beyond just the monetization part of things.
Yeah.
Because wealth principles go far beyond monetization, and often we get caught in the monetization trap. But you definitely want to be building with power, purpose, and a path, right? We've talked about this. We've been talking about this. So keep that in mind, even when it comes to your success. You want your success to still have that power, that purpose, and that path within it.
Yeah. So thank you, ladies, for sharing your questions in here. And we're going to have some time to go over that. We're going to move through here. Great.
Okay. So we want to ask you a question. In one sentence, what do you think people assume about you online right now as you are? What do you think your friends would say if you ask them, what do you think about what I do? Go ahead and drop that in the chat.
Yeah, let's see what your answers are. This is really about you being vulnerable, so that just put it on the table so that we can help you move from where you think what they think about you, so that we can gain more clarity on it. This is what this exercise is all about.
I remember I used to think that my friends used to think I was this spammy, salesy. Oh my gosh, all she ever talks about is her products and her business and blah 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 blah
Not so
blah.
much fun.
And the reality was no, they admired my business. They
No
were
idea,
inspired
okay.
by the journey.
No idea. That would wonder what. Okay, so post it every day. All right. Thanks, Lori. Lori, great to have you here, girl. I believe that they think I'm hardworking. Okay. Yes, you are. And sell makeup. Okay, so yes. Okay. I'm not sure that what people think about me. Okay, Rachel, thanks for your honesty, girl. We're going to clarify this. This is why you're here. A mommy who runs her business for her kids. Okay, Brittany. Rebecca, sorry. Christina. Paulette. Supports. Okay, great. Support. I love it. Okay, so we have a couple of mixed things, and what I'm seeing here is that, is this what you want your audience to think about you? Think about that. So when people see me, they see my voice, they see my content, they see my lives, they see, what do I want them to, and as Heather said, is that spammy jammy where you're throwing your links all over the place and everything, is not really what you want to be known as, because you're going to lose your sense of impact. And the more impact you can make, the more influence you will make, and then hence the more income. So if you can help enough people solve enough problems, you're going to be happy. Just going to tell you. So if you are sharing this right now with us right now, by the end of today, by the end of this session, you're going to have a whole new idea, and you're going to plant your seeds differently on social media. Okay.
And you're going to create a whole new level of connection through this post that we're designing this hello that we are designing today for you to share with your world is going to create a whole new level of attract and repel. Like Heather said, we're not everybody's cup of tea. We're not everybody's cup of coffee, glass of wine, shot of whiskey, whatever it is you like to drink. We're not everybody's cup, and that's okay. We don't want to be everybody's cup. We want to create that magnetism that creates that attract to us and that repel, because that means we're visible. That means we're actually relevant. That means that we're actually attracting and repelling, which creates that magnetic energy and keeps drawing and repelling people in. And that's exactly what this hello is designed to do. So we spoke a little bit earlier about the recap. Remember, we spent the time, and if you haven't had a chance to do this, please, I will be posting in the guide section of Academy. Go back and do our first class, because everything builds on top of each other. And so it's important for these 3 sessions that you actually have these core pieces in place. So we really dove into, in that 3.5-hour session, who am I? Who do I help? And how do I help them?
Yeah.
Right? Because if we don't know these 3 questions, we're really leading people nowhere. We're really just chatting to people, and like, it's just gossip girl talk. We're not really, we're not really leading them to our tribe. We're not really leading them to our products or our services or our community. We're just chatting at them. And so they're like, yeah, girl, nice to see ya. Okay, have a great day. Bye. And they're not sticking around to hang out and have coffee and be in the room with you. And we want the ones that are going to click that follow, like, subscribe button, whatever that looks like for you on your platform, to stick around and hang out at your table.
Yeah.
So what is today all about? Well, we're going to craft your bravest hello, your signature hello to the world. You're going to turn your statements to your social into a felt identity where people actually connect with you. They actually feel you. They actually see a side of you that maybe your content hasn't shown. Maybe your content hasn't spoken. You're going to build authentic know, like, and trust at a whole new level with intention that gives them clarity of if you're my person or if you're not my person. And you guys, this is so important for people, because we don't want to serve people who are not our soul aligned to who we are. Because let me tell you, when you serve people who are not soul aligned to who you are, it is draining. It is energetically, mentally, physically draining on you. And you just want to go hide and crawl in your blankets and throw them over your head and just be done with the world. And then it creates the front door for your flow factor pathway, which is something we're going to dive deep into up in Academy. But really, that's your pathway from your very first hello to a sale or a transaction or an energetic exchange, whatever that looks like for you in your world with your audience. Heather, did you want to chime in anything here?
So from here, the build, the know, like, and trust factor, and I say this frequently, and I will reiterate this. It's so easy to build the know and the like. I know her, I like her, I know her, I like her, but we need to move on. Okay. And as Heather was saying, I mean, you can have coffee and how was your day? And I'm good and I'm good. Like, how often do you want that same structure? How often do you want that same sentence to keep coming about? You kind of want to get to that next table. You kind of want to get to that next level. And that next level is really, you need to be the bridge from taking someone where they are to where they want to go. And that next level that Heather and I are talking about here is that how do you bring them further into your community? How do you bring them further into trusting you? Because no trust, no sales. I don't care what you have, how good you think you have it, what products you have. No, they're not the best since sliced bread. I know it, you know it. But we want to sell, because if we're not selling, we don't have a business. But if you don't have the trust, you don't have sales. So what is that? What are all the little things that you need to do coming into that funnel when you say hello to someone all the way to the bottom, where they come and sit at your table and they say, hey, can you show me what you got? So building the know and the like is so easy. So
Yes.
easy. I mean, you know how to do that with your eyes closed. You have rapport, you're putting content out there, you're saying good morning, you're engaging, you're priming, and you're doing all of the things, hopefully, that I teach my students. So what we want to make really sure here is that if you're going to go to that next level and you want that trust, this is how you will do it. Might take some time. It's going to be a new thing for you, but we are sharing with you that over time, this will bring in your ideals and you will not have to be chasing anymore, which we put down here. Okay?
Yeah. We don't want to chase.
No.
We want to invite.
Hiring. Stop chasing.
Your industry is going to teach you to chase, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a direct seller, you're an influencer, whatever it is you do, it's going to teach you to chase the sale. And we don't want to chase, we want to set the table and we want to show people the table and then invite them to come sit down at the table.
Right.
So we want to remove that hustle and grind and all that language of hustle and like get this sale and do it now and do it this way and do it that way. We want to just throw it away right now. Just bag it up and throw it away and promise me you will walk away from hustle culture because it will not serve you.
And it's so much easier, Heather, when you are not chasing, the conversations come more easily and they flow just like a beautiful waterfall. So you want to be into the conversation where people feel that they can open up with you, that they are, that you are slowly, you know, chipping away at that ice block or whatever, and that you are creating trust faster than anybody else on your team, faster than anybody else that you see in the industry, and then that's duplicatable. That's what you'll be able to share, and that's how you'll grow your passive income way faster. All right, good. Thank you so much.
So we're in a new era. This is going to be our new era declaration. Whether you're an MLM or you're an female entrepreneur, we are rejecting all the old ways. And then let's throw, like I said, we're going to bag them up today, and we are throwing them in the trash where they belong because they are not going to serve you. Okay. You are a strong, powerful woman with a beautiful truth inside of her that the world is waiting to hear. But you have just been taught to hustle and show up like this and say this and do that, that your beautiful self hasn't even had the opportunity to roar its beautiful truth. The way I like to describe it to my audience is the lioness within. There's a lioness within every woman that is waiting to roar, and your lioness is going to get its very first roar today through these strategies, because we're not here to give you strategies in this room, in this space, in this community. You will never be given a strategy that's going to keep you stuck, keep you confused, keep you overwhelmed, and keep you small, because honey, you were never meant to be small.
Heck to the no.
Ever. And neither was your truth. God, universe, power, source, energy, whoever you serve, whoever your creator is, didn't design you to be small, but to be big, to be bold, to be brave with the truth and the story that life has given you. And we've all been handed a different deck of cards for life. And that deck of cards is meant to serve and be played with other people who need your story, who need to know you. So the one thing that Heather and I are truly incredibly passionate about It's about bringing the strategy that gets you out of stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated. I don't know about you, but there were times when I sat at my computer at 12 a.m. in the morning, scratching my head about the next post I was going to write. Or were they going to like the video I just made?
Right.
Or what's the truth I was going to put out there going to land?
Right.
If that's you and you know how that feels, I want you to put, I feel you, girl,
Hello.
in the comments, okay? Because
Right.
it's frustrating to be in that position and be on that
Aw.
hamster
I'm just reading
because
questions.
it is overwhelming. It is
Yeah.
emotional as you sit there wondering, am I made for this? Am I cut out for this? And that's the industry makes you. Your industry makes you feel small through these strategies that were meant to keep you small. They were meant to keep you confused. They were meant to keep you frustrated so that you stayed on their hamster wheel, paying their pocketbook and never getting to your truest potential. That's the biggest trap. Okay. Right there is they want to keep you on their hamster wheel. They really don't want you reaching your highest potential because that affects their pocketbook. So Heather and I have designed our strategies specifically to do exactly opposite of small. We want you to be big. We want to watch you rise and stand on stages. We want you sharing your truth loud and boldly with your audience so you can call in those soul-aligned tribe. And we're going to talk about that more today. So we are rejecting. If you're with me, say, I reject.
Heck to the yeah, I reject. Let's do this, lady.
And declare
All right.
that you are rejecting these toxic, keep me small mindsets because we're done with that. Okay. And we're gonna find our roar today that is gonna just show the world how
Way
done
to go,
we
Rebecca.
are.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I
All
reject.
right.
Awesome, Lori. Thank you, girl. All right. So here we go. Get your pens out, ladies.
So what is the new era declaration? Well, we're gonna walk through the core elements of this as we craft out because really, you guys, this is your declaration to the world on who you are and what is your truth. So we're gonna walk through your identity. Who am I actually? The truth without a filter. We do not need to filter our truth to the world. In fact, when you filter your truth, you actually prevent people from connecting with you. Then you're gonna get real conversations and real connections that create that real soul aligned tribe that sits at your table. And then you're going to have this leadership language that has a thought and authority to it that people are going to be like, whoa, who is this girl? I've been in her space forever. And look at her go. Let's go. Like, yes, you're going to have that cheerleader that's going to be there, that's been on your journey with you forever. So
So these elements right here, these 5 really elements that we're asking you to declare is that next level of who you want to become so that other people will see you as this influencer, not the influencer like the Kardashians, but that the impactor that is really there standing in her own truth, standing in what she believes in and going against the grain as to how other people are telling her and showing her to, or telling her to show up. No one tells me how to do my business and I'm very successful. I've had multiple businesses, right? No one will tell you how to run your business. That is how you run it. But you have to declare that you are here to do it your way with, with authenticity and with clarity and with vision for other people. This is not about transactional workmanship here, ladies. This is all about transformational, transforming your business, your life, your day, and the ones that you want to connect with. Because ultimately, the ones that you haven't met yet are going to pay your paycheck. So if you don't want a paycheck, keep chasing. Keep putting out links out there. Keep telling everybody that I have the best thing since sliced bread. It's not working. So we need to change what's not working. because change is growth. So we're going to dive into these. So get ready for, all right, we had some more people growing. Okay, great to see you. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Here we go.
Yes. And get ready, because this crafting this today is going to stretch you outside of your
Great stuff.
comfort zone, okay?
Yeah.
It's going to stretch you, but I ask you to sit into the stretch today. As you get a little wiggly in your chair, as we get into some of these parts and pieces, and you start to feel that unnerving feeling, it's because your truth that you've been hiding from is waiting to be shared with the world so that you can actually call in,
Yeah.
so you can actually connect. I remember when I first had my very first yes, what I said, yes, me, yes to me, say yes to you, and showing up as you. When I had my very first breakthrough with that back in 2021, it was huge for me because I was no longer hiding behind the facade I had to be, but I started showing up as the woman I was and the woman I wanted to be, instead of the woman that everybody expected me to be. So this is your powerful decision in this declaration to saying yes to being you, and the you that you see, not the you that everybody else sees you to be. So promise me that you are going to say yes to you. And if you're going to say yes to you today, I want you to put that in the comments. So really, this post that we're designing is meant to be the front door. It's the entryway into your world, into who you are. It tells people who you are. It tells them what you stand for. It shows them what you're building and what to expect from you and how to connect with you. And a lot of people are missing this piece right here in their entryway. And they don't even know it. And they don't even know how powerful it is. And how much people are grateful for this connection in your entryway before they actually get into your world. Heather, did you want to say anything?
So just know that we're talking about a door here, and it's a door to your community, and it's a door to your group, it's a door to your life, it's a door to your journey. It's not a door to your product or opportunity. No one freaking cares. No one cares. But I can go out and buy whatever you have to sell. I can go and buy it tomorrow. But what people are looking for is a sense of community, that when they come to your door, that they feel like you hear them, that you understand them, because people come to social media for a community. Can someone shut the noise off in the back? There's some disturbance in the
someone's
back.
unmuted.
Please and thank you. Yeah, we're going to open it up for discussion pretty soon. So thank you. So you want to really be sure that your door feels like a welcome home, like they're coming into your space where it's safe, that they're not going to be bombarded with product, that they're not going to be bombarded with links, that they're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I love talking to blank. Right? I love being here. I have a sense of security. I feel like I am welcome, and the welcome mat is open. So it's through this, the foundation that we are building out right here. So get ready to put pen to paper. And those of you who want to share, great. If you're not ready to share, that's no problem. But this is the front door to your community, to your journey. And then asking someone to come and trust you. Remember, no trust, no sales. So as soon as they come through your front door, your side door, your back door, your garage door, what is that feeling? What is that feeling that you want them to sit with? Remember, your brand is how you make people feel when you are in the room and when you leave that room. So when people see my content, how do they feel? When I'm not there, how do they feel? It doesn't stop. I'm in the DMs all day long because the content is nurturing, because the content is giving, because the content is not selling. So you decide if you want people to come in your front door or your back door, because that's exactly how we're going to set you up right now. Boom. Did that land?
All right, we're going to ask you another question. Do you feel your audience knows all of this about you yet? Or did you see things that maybe are missing? Drop your answer in the chat.
Right. This is really important, ladies. So think about it. Okay, what have we got? Some stuff is missing. Okay, Lori. Okay. All right. Thanks for that. Things are missing, Rebecca. Okay. So there's that gap. And this is that gap, ladies, that we're trying to connect with them to us, right? Trying to draw them in faster, closer, near, dear, because we're bringing them through that funnel, right, Janice? And I know we've talked about this, and all of you here, we've talked about that. It's bringing them into your funnel so that they feel supported. Okay, great. Kind of an open book, and I share most on my lives. Okay, Paulette, awesome. There's definitely a gap. Sam, okay. Some may be missing, but still, right. We want to close that gap, Steph, right. Okay. So that's exactly it. So if you're posting and you're not getting, you're getting the ROI, the return on investment that you want, there's a reason. So if it's not working, it's not working. We got to figure it out. We got to stop and we have to take a look at that. What is that gap and how do we fill that gap right there? You feel like my audience knows about me. Okay, Brittany. Okay. They know you. And when you put something out there that's a little bit more controversial or a little bit more thought provoking, how are they going to react, right? Because ultimately, we all have something for sale. Ultimately, we're in business. And if you want to stay in business, then you got to start selling, but you got to fill the gap. Every single gap from the beginning, from the back door, front door, all the way to the close and beyond, because I'm all about closing and beyond, is about bringing them through that nurturing sequence. Okay. Great. Okay, we've got some great answers here. So we're going to work through this. I feel like my audience knows about me. Okay, my audience may know about me to meet me, but they don't really know me. Okay, Sydney. Yes. Okay, cool. Thanks for your honesty.
And that's okay. Like, don't feel,
No
I don't
problem,
want you to
Dana.
feel
Thank you for being here. Sorry.
I don't want you to feel any guilt or
No.
shame.
No.
Okay. We're not here to guilt or shame you for these gaps. It's just simply you didn't know and you weren't taught. You weren't shown how to fill these gaps. And this is part of what keeps you small are these gaps. And this is mine and Heather's job is to identify these gaps with you and for you and show you those gaps so that you can fill them. And that way you are stepping out there in your fullest truth, your fullest power, your fullest energy, and your best self, and sharing yourself in your journey so transparently so that those gaps don't exist and you've got those raving fans coming to your space and your room, and then they're getting interested in what you're doing and how to be connected in your community and how to get closer. So please do not feel guilt. Do not feel shame. Like, we never want you to feel those feelings in this room. If anything, we want you to feel seen, heard, felt, and found. And today we're going to fill those gaps. So you can be confident that when you walk away today, those gaps will no longer exist because you will have this post that's actually going to fill those gaps.
The same is true. Colgate home.
So what a hello is not, okay? And I don't know who's unmuted that's got noise in the background, but can we mute, please? Thanks. What a hello is not, it's not trauma dumping, okay? It's not telling your entire life story with all its details and all its dirt and grime. It's not a resume explaining your whole entire work history or background. It's definitely not a product pitch or a hey girl, hey. That's not an authentic hello. I don't know about you, but I cannot stand a DM, hey girl, hey message. I about lose my crap every time. But I always flip it and I ask the person that's saying that, does this really work for you? Are you making friends with hey girl, hey?
Yeah.
But it's bold, it's clear, it's human, and it's specific. You guys, we don't want to be all of these things. We want to be bold. We want to be clear. We want to be human. Most importantly, especially in an AI age, we want to be human. Human-centric is the new word that's out there. We want to be human-centric in the way that we come to the screen. And the more specific we can be in our humanity, showing our soul, showing our heart, showing our spirit, showing our beliefs, the more you wouldn't need any of this other junk because you're showing them the truth. The junk is just a filler. And it's a bad filler at that. That's going to fall out.
You know what I call it, Heather? It's called stuff and fluff.
Yes, exactly. The stuff and fluff method.
Oh, I'll get rid of the stuff and
All the
fluff.
cracks
I
in
know.
places.
I know. I think some of my clients know that too, because I'm like, get rid of the stuff and fluff. I'm not interested. We're not writing a book.
Right? Yeah, save some of the trauma dumping for your books and your memoirs and your resumes. And
Thanks so
but,
much, Dina. You bet. Go
but
ahead.
yeah, these are just 4 big mistakes
Yeah.
that people make when they're sharing. And I mean, not even just in this post. Please do not trauma dump on your socials or to your audience. Please. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear your woe is me story. They want to just know you. And yes, there's times we can share emotional stories that have emotional pulls, but we want to be very purposeful. We want to be very strategic. And we definitely want to make sure that the story that we're sharing is one we've healed from, not one we're working through. Okay.
Yay. Welcome, Mindy. Great to see you, girls. Super awesome. Glad you could join us. Thank you. So this is really imperative what Heather is saying here. So welcome everybody that's stepping in. You haven't missed anything because you can always, you know, we're moving along here, but this is really important. So I want you, Heather and I really want you to think about being vulnerable here and think about how you are posting right now. The amount of effort that you do put into posting takes time. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to post. Oh my goodness, I got to post because it's been an hour. Stop. Remember, it's quality over quantity. You should not be posting more than twice a day. So stop. And sometimes only on a Friday will I post 3 times, but it's quality. And then, you know, you move it to the DMs and then it's a sale. So, I mean, that's my funnel. So whatever funnel works for you, great, go ahead and use it. But when you are trauma dumping, this is me, this is not working, a resume, because no one wants to write a book. If you want to be an author, write a book offline. If you have a product and you love it, great. Not everybody needs it. Not everybody wants it. We want to know you. Your prospects want to fall in love with you. They want to know that you will take their hand and lead them the way, right? Your job as a problem solver is to solve a problem. You solve enough of people's problems, then people will help you solve your problem. And then the hey girl energy that Heather was saying is like, okay, so why is people like, hey girl, and this would be good for you, and hey girl, I think that you would be amazing. You don't know until you have that conversation. So what Heather and I really want you to think about is think about how you are currently posting or not posting. Think about how you would love your audience to react, right? Because reaction, traction, action. What kind of action do you want them to take? It's not about what you're posting. It's about what your audience does with your post. All right, ready to go? Here we go. Thanks, ladies. You're so welcome.
All right. So today our outcomes and promises are going to be that you're going to have a ready to post hello for your audience. That is going to not be all of those things. You're going to have an engaging CTA that is actually going to want to bring them into connection with you and create that conversational hello without the, hey girl, hey. I say, hey girl, no.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't want, hey girl, no. Let's get rid of, hey girl, hey. And really build content and pieces and hellos, because each piece of content you put out there, okay, is a hello. So you want that hello to be a strong first impression. Because if you're doing your marketing right and you're doing your connections right and you're doing your presence right, you're going to be attracting new followers every single day, whether it's one or two, maybe a handful, but you should be having an influx of people coming into your world. So every new post is essentially a new hello
Yes.
every single day.
Yes.
And then we're going to teach you how to use this post and how to show up as the confident leader that you are, not just a salesperson, not just a brand ambassador, but a leader, ladies. You are leaders. You have a responsibility on this screen. So we want you to show up in that power and authority. You are not just an influencer. You are leading women each and every day. You're inspiring women with your story. So we want to show up as the powerful woman that we are through the lens of leadership. Like, where are we leading people? How are we leading people? How are we talking to people? How are we encouraging people? So this post is designed to position all of these things for you. Okay, so quick check-in. We're gonna stop the screen. How y'all feeling? Good? We feeling good? What do we like?
Are we motivated or motivated? Good morning, everybody. Now I can see you since we've come back to screen. We're all good?
Yes.
Great. Good. So the last thing that we want, that Heather and I want, is for you to feel overwhelmed, because you might be saying right now that I'm doing it all wrong. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're here for a reason, and you deserve to be at the table wherever you are. And we are setting a higher table. We are going to set the table and set the lens straight on for you, that you're going to be able to say, wow, right? So I want to show up differently. I want to show up not in darkness. I don't want to stand behind the shadows of my director or my upline. I really deserve to be doing this. I really deserve to be where I am, because you are. And you all have a gift. We all have a gift. We're put here online for a reason. No matter if you're a coach, affiliate marketer, social seller, attraction, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what you sell. So this is really huge. So we're going to get to work here. Any questions? Does anybody have anything for Heather or I?
Are your butts numb yet?
When were we taking a break, Heather? What are we doing?
This was yeah.
Oh,
We're
is it
gonna
a break?
take a break. Grab
We're going to give you 3 minutes to. We're going to give you 3 minutes
refill
to
your
go.
coffee, get some water, wiggle your legs, and then we're gonna come back and actually dig in.
We will meet you right back.
This is good. This is gonna
great.
be.
Screws your mates.
Told you boys, I'm blessed. I cannot live. Jesus, I'm blessed.
I'm on this thing. You putting your necklace on?
What?
Putting your necklace on?
Yeah.
Look, you like your new breeches? Yeah. That necklace?
Wait,
Oh, that's the one
that's
that
yours.
That's mine?
Yeah, that's yours. The
No,
other
it's
one-
not.
Yeah, it is.
You sure? Where'd you get it from? Mine's in my bedroom. Yours is in your.
Yours.
Mine's downstairs. Yours is in your bedroom.
Uh-oh. Hey, ladies, can we please mute?
Did you? Is
Got her.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks.
Heather.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Hey, I gotta jump off real quick. The kids are hungry. Let me feed them and then I'll hop right back on.
you hop right back on. We'll let you in.
Okay.
Thanks, hon.
All right.
Mama life calls.
Mama.
And I asked them at 7:32. I said, I have something I need to do at 9. Are you guys okay? Are you guys hungry? No. And as soon as I hopped on here,
Of course.
to come in and ask questions.
Of course. I get it. You go be a mom and then you go be a mom and then you can come right back in. We'll let you in.
All right.
You bet.
All right, bye.
Okay, everybody back. Let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. So now we're really going to dig in. So the core pieces of this hello are really anchoring in your identity. Like that really, like, who am I? And who do I really want them to know me as? We talked about this with our signal sentences, but this is a layer deeper, okay? This is a layer deeper into who you are as a person, not who you are as a representative of your brand, who you really are behind the screen. They need to know that to build that trust factor. That know and like is easy. We can create that, like Heather said, all day long, really simply. But that trust factor, that deep trust factor that says, man, I really trust this girl because when she talks in her content, I see me. I feel those emotions. I feel that story in every part of my being. That's why we say you want to make sure your audience is being seen, heard, felt, and found, okay? And I want you to write that down in your notebook to remind yourself, seen, heard, felt, and found. When you're writing your post, when you're putting yourself out there, ask yourself, is my audience going to be seen, heard, felt, and found through this post? Is it going to show them that there's hope, that there's an opportunity, there's a growth factor? Is it going to show them that they're not alone, that someone else has been through it? So we really want to anchor in those deeper truths, and we're going to go deeper into that. And then this leadership stance. This is really strong because we're in a world full of people who think they're leaders, but they're just influencers with a voice, and they're entertaining and calling that leadership. And that's not true leadership.
No.
It's, it's a leadership facade. It's a nice, pretty mask. But when it comes down to the deep core root principles of a leader, they don't have them. Relatable humanity. What are the parts and pieces of you that you believe would be most relatable to your audience through the lens of your product or your service? Doesn't mean you have to show or share every gory detail of your personal life or story. It just means you pick those really pivotal moments in the journey from your first hello with your product to your full transformation through it, right? Because we're a product of the product. But if we can't show the journey from our hello to our results and our transformation, whatever that looks like, in a relatable way, we're just wasting our time. Literally, just wasting our time on screen. And then we're going to call out and figure out how to talk. It's going to call your soul tribe because you're talking to their soul. You're not just calling in that, hey girl, how are you, tribe? No, like, hey girl, how are you today? How's life? How's the family? Who wants more of those friends? Right? And then it's going to create the doors for what Heather loves so much. And that's the conversation and connection piece that is so powerful and leads to those sales, those conversions, those building of your teams and programs.
Right. Without conversations, you don't have very much. Remember, your content is serving so many people. And when I'm sharing this, and you first have a suspect, then a prospect, then a lead, then a warm lead, then a hot lead, and then a buyer. And the journey is not over after a buyer. So all of these things here that we put here will all lead to the end result. But each one of these signifies and must be identifiable in your brand, with your brand, in your content, in your funnel. And we're not talking paid funnel. We're not talking paid ads. This is all organic. Heather and I do everything I do is organic. I have never, ever, ever will I ever pay for an ad. This
You don't have to.
You don't have to. And that's where, those big influencers, they think it's all raw. It's not. The raw deal, the real deal is you being real, right? Did we just hone that in, Heather? I think we did.
We did.
All right, so let's have more conversations. So we're going to unblock that for you right here. Thanks, ladies.
Okay, so what are our identity anchors? Well, let's talk about it. Core values. What is it you like that is core to your core, your values that you want to share with people? Right? Like, think about it for a minute. I want to see your core values in the comments. What do you believe your core values are?
Yeah.
Because I could tell you all day, but I'm very curious to see if you know what your core values are, or if we're in a gray area with them.
Yeah. So think about your core values. Integrity, love it, Sydney. Awesome. Let's go, ladies.
Love that. Integrity is huge. Heather and I are actually going to take a stage next week and talk about that very
Love
topic.
lead. Ooh, that is sexy. I love that.
What was it?
With God, good.
Wait, what was the sexy?
Oh, I just loved what Sydney was putting in here. Love lead. Authenticity. Great, Samantha. Yeah. So as you're putting this in, trustworthiness and loyalty. Awesome, Stephanie. So as you're putting all of this in, you want to make sure that this is a reflection in everything that you do. Remember, every word you say and every vowel that comes out of your mouth when you are on live is marketing. Okay. You can't take it back. So are you standing in your authenticity? Are you standing in that love-led persona that you want? Honestly, okay. Don't know my core values with my business. Okay, Brittany, we got you. Compassion, resilience, loyalty. Cool. Okay, thanks, Rachel. Got it. Okay, so these are all positive traits. Look at that. Aren't we leaders? I mean, we just said that you are a leader, because what are you leading from? This is your core value. And don't ever go away from this. Great. What is that? Loyalty. Perfect. Okay. Hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honesty.
Got it.
Loyalty. Trust.
Got it.
Communication. Transparency.
Hmm.
These are all strong core values that good leaders have, good influencers
Work
have.
hard, resilience, believe, inhale, confidence, exhale, doubts. Woo, look at you go. Way to go, Mindy. Who are you, girl? Connection. Woo-hoo.
Let's go. Love that.
Okay, so when you know your core values, you're going to stand in that no matter what anyone says about you. And then you're going to be going into your vibes and energy. Heather, let's talk about that.
Your vibe and your energy, you guys. Everything is here in this principle, okay? The energy that you bring to the screen is going to attract them to you or repel them from you. Because if you're coming to the screen and you're like, I had another bad day today.
Mm-hmm.
This happened, and this person talked about me, and this happened in my home, and blah, blah, blah. That's not gonna, are you gonna want to stick around a table that has that kind of energy? Or are you gonna stick around the table like, hey guys, how are you today? How was your day? I hope it was well. I hope it was great. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today was such a fantastic day. I had so many wins. I had so many great things. Oh my gosh, you guys, I learned today this. When you come to the screen with that kind of energy, that leader energy, or, oh my gosh, you guys, can I just tell you why I love my shake so much? Because I was so tired when I woke up this morning. I needed that energy boost. So I went to the kitchen, I whipped up my shake, I got all the goodness ready, I sucked it down, and I was ready to go. Right? When we come with this kind of like face forward energy instead of that woe is me energy, because that woe is me energy, it just doesn't connect.
Deflating. Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't even like, you just kind of feel it when you're around someone like that, right? Like you just feel the ick in your soul and your spirit, and you're like, oh, I don't, okay, no,
Right.
next.
And on that, you are, what do they say? You are the 5 people that you hang around, you know, you bring in those qualities and those characteristics. So if you're hanging around with dull, boring, negative people, well, okay, let's not go there. Right? So yes, so true, Heather.
So then you're going to go from like, you're going to have these energies, but to keep the energy in the room, you're going to share your quirks and your preferences, right? Because that is energy. Your likes, your dislikes, the things that make you unique and different, the things that you might think other people might think are weird about you, you might find that people actually love about you and draw them closer to you. Like people find out I'm a gamer and they're like shocked that I'm a gamer girl. And I swear like a dirty sailor when I'm playing games. Like I'm a whole different person when I play games than who I am on screen. But it's fun. It's my way. I let loose at the end of the day and I go unplug and I get behind the screen and spend time with my significant other and we game out. And, you know, when your significant other has soldier buddies and you're sitting there talking and playing army games, you just kind of melt into the energy of the room, right? When we're in rooms, we match the energy of the room. So we want to make sure that the rooms we're in are rooms that are going to elevate us and lift us and push us to our highest potential. But we want to share those quirks and preferences. Like, do you like coffee? If you like coffee, is it flavored coffee or is it black coffee? Okay, drop it in the comments. I'm very curious. Who is my flavored coffee girls? Who are my unflavored and who are my tea girls? And what kind of tea flavors, right? That's energy. That right there is an energy exchange. And it's a connection energy exchange at that. But it's sharing your preference. And we all do it all the time. Sometimes we do it with our this or that post, you know, and it's just so important. Who's that?
Is that Deborah? I got someone coming in the room that could. Is that
Who's Dr.
Yes,
D?
great. Let her in. Dr. Deborah Ruffin. Awesome.
Okay, got it.
Great.
Just making
Awesome.
sure.
Okay, she was having a hard time getting in. I was just going to. Great.
Awesome.
Deborah, if you can hear us, great. Welcome, girl. Thanks, Heather.
And then you can share your current obsessions. Everybody loves a great obsession. Like, I mean, Bridgerton, where are my Bridgerton girls in the house? Okay. CSI, NCIS, whatever your obsession is, share it. Reading, cooking. I'm a foodie girl. I'll share foodie dishes all the time.
Yeah.
All these things help people get to know you behind the screen, the you that's not trying so hard, the you that just is there with her ponytail up and she's just being her. But that's the you they always want. And that's the you want to bring through these identity anchors, because it gives them somewhere to anchor in and connect and build roots in your community and space. Because guys, if we're not rooting these seeds that are coming to our garden, how are we going to grow? How are we going to expand? Well, we won't. And we won't be able to. Because if the seeds aren't taking root, we aren't really growing a garden of flowers and beauty. We're growing a bunch of roots and weeds. Heather, you want to chime in?
Okay, we're on current, I was just reading all of this. Where are we on? What are you known for? Is that where we are?
We're on all of the above.
Okay, good. So, okay, I'm letting people, and just so much going on in the chat. I love it. So really, we're going to get to work here. But so exactly what Heather has said, I'm going to reiterate a couple of things. When you have your core values, you see how one flows into the other. This is the game plan, ladies. This is the funnel that we're building. I do everything in funnels, from the front door to the back door to the kitchen table to the wine. It is what it is. So we're bringing in from the core values to the vibes and the energy that you want to emit. And then as Heather was saying, so what are you? Like, who are you? Are you bringing your fun side and your playful side and your mysterious side and I don't know if you're an introvert or an extrovert. I mean, we work through those challenges, right? Obviously you have a business, so you cannot shy away. So we're going to put that away. And then your current obsession, what you really love. I hope we're bringing that to the table off and on. And I teach this, Heather and I will be teaching more about this. How are people really getting to meet you? How are people really getting to understand you? We don't need any more information on product. Stop trying to educate. Stop trying to stimulate that part of the brain. Yes brain, no brain. Forget about it. And then what do you want to stand in and be known for? And how do you want to emit that energy? All of this, it all comes together in the statement that we're going to unpack here. Any questions so far? How are we doing? Welcome to our new friends here. How are we doing? Rachel, what have we got here? Okay, I'm an introvert. Okay, but yes, you have been, and congratulations on that sale, girl. That was extremely huge for you, and we worked through that. So well done. Love it. Thanks, Stephanie. Great to see that. Awesome.
But just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you can't be visible, okay?
No.
Because I have introverted tendencies.
Girls, hey. Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, girls, hey.
I'm a mix of introvert and extrovert, and that's possible.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
a
I'm gonna
skill you
mute
can
myself
develop.
again because
Thank
I'm
you.
doing some of the things, but yeah, blessed to be
Thank
here
you for
with
that. That's awesome. Anybody have anything here before we go further? It's going to get a little bit messy.
It's gonna get a little bit better. Don't scare them, Heather. Jeez.
Oh, it's messy fun because you're going to go away with
Don't
so
be
much.
scaring up in here, up in here. Don't
Here
be
we
scaring up
go.
in here, up in here,
Oh,
up
Mindy, you're just so ready, girlfriend.
She's on it today.
Maybe
I
she
love-
ain't
I
gonna
love the
scare
sign
us. She gonna
greatness.
put us to work.
Oh, we
So
need
we
some
gonna
music.
work.
We need some music, and
work,
we will.
work.
We will.
I can put on the music. No, I don't, because it might kick us off. No, but Facebook has done that in the past.
Yes.
I have to watch my music balance in the background.
Yes, you do.
Yes, absolutely. We all do, unfortunately.
Right?
Why we have to watch our music backgrounds is beyond me, but social media.
Yeah,
We love
it is
you.
what it
We
is.
love it. All right, guys. So let's complete this action. I really want you to think about your top things as you think about your identity. I want you to pick 7 things about your identity. And then I want you to circle the top 3 things.
If you have any questions, just ask. Can unmute and ask a question. We just don't want the back noise so that we can we're going to help you work through this. So there's no rush here.
Nope.
And
This is where we're digging in, guys. We're going to get into the trenches now and really craft this out with you. So if you have questions, if you feel stuck, if you don't feel like you understand, please do not hesitate to ask a question. No question is a stupid question. And we love questions because it actually helps us teach you.
Okay, Mindy, let's do this. That's right. Get out the shovels, girlfriend. I love it. I love your.
Right.
And you know, once you come full circle with this, once you come to the realization of your power and your core values and all of this, you're not going to have a problem anymore trying to share this with your audience because it's clear. And you're just coming from a place of a different place, a new place, right? And you're starting like afresh and you're going to feel invigorated and positive and sexy in your own. This is really important to come into your own. No
Yeah.
one wants to
That
be cookie cutter.
beauty, that confidence, that power you're gonna feel after you get through these 3 sessions with us. We are literally giving you the keys to the visibility and branding kingdom
Refresh. I love that.
right here. These 3 sessions that we are crafting for you are literally the core foundations of building a brand house that will withstand.
So as you're just writing away here, ladies, we'll just be quiet for 2 minutes so that you can really think. And once you've got something, go ahead and put it in the chat and then we'll just go through it. Remember, this is learning for everybody, okay? Thanks. Great, Brittany. Love it.
I was gonna try to put some music in the background, but he doesn't want to. Of course. That's of course.
Quietly brave, okay? So remember to pick 7 and then circle your top 3 and then you can finish the sentence because it'll make sense to you. Any questions, just go ahead and put them in. If not, just keep writing. Because you're going to write and scratch, you're going to write and scratch, and that's okay.
Yes. Sorry, guys, if that's covering you. My fault. People who know me would say I'm blank. What are those 3 or 4 core values that you believe your audience would say about you, or that you want your audience to believe when they say
You.
about you? What are those 3 or 4 things?
People who know me would say extrovert, outgoing, compassionate, loving, confident. Okay. Thanks, Sydney. Janice, positive, loving, resilient. Cool. Okay. Strength. All of this is strong. Okay. Loyal.
These are
Loving.
really good core values, girls.
Caring and introvert. Okay. Rachel, we're going to work on that because just because you feel like you are an introvert, you can become that incredible impactor and influencer that you want to be to create the impact in your audience, girl. Good for you. And I know that you're stepping out of that zone.
There's a gentle, soft part of you, Rachel, that
Yeah.
the world will love.
Paulette,
They're not everybody's an extrovert and in your face and in the screen, right? Some people are just subdued and do have that
loyal. I love that, Paulette. That's a lot. So what we want to do, ladies, is really be careful that you're so positive here when there's a lot of different core values that you have, because it's really hard to talk about yourself, right? Number 1. Number 2 is if you're going to give yourself a value, where are you on that ladder and has it been growing? You want to always continue to be growing. You don't, right? If you're not growing, then you're dying. So think about Paulette, I'm going to challenge you here because when we're going to be creating the content in our next session and forward that you're going to be seeing is that the 3 core values are going to play out in your content continuously. So which ones, it's not to say that you can't talk about the rest of them. And Lori's nodding her head, I think. It's not to say that you don't have to talk about the other ones. They are important, but let's just hone in Remember, we're honing in on our TA, our target audience. I hate the word avatar. Target audience. Let's just hone in on those three. Let's make them really stand out. Okay, Paulette?
Okay.
Then we'll be able to, yeah, hon, and then we'll be able to really decipher with our content. Yes, all of those matter. Absolutely not taking it away from you. It will come out in your story. It will come out in some of your content, but just three, there's a reason for it because it can be overwhelming for your audience. Well, I don't know who she is, and now she's this, and now she's that. This is why we're doing that. Okay, great. So this is a great
Yes,
lesson for
and
everybody.
a good word, Paulette, for you and Brittany is kingdom minded because you lean into that spiritual influence, right? And that spirit side of you, that's a strong side of you. So kingdom minded is a
Okay, there we
good
go.
core value for
There we
you.
go, Paulette.
It
Okay,
encompasses that power,
much better.
that confidence, that authority, that is found through your godliness, through your walk with the Lord.
Power of three. That's much better, Paulette. Awesome, awesome girl. Way to go. Any questions right now that is anyone confused? We're good. Like this is not yes or no. This is not right or wrong. It's not and right. So don't even think that. This is all about learning. Power of three.
Lori, how are you doing with it? I didn't see you pop up in here. Could have lost it.
Great. Okay. I have a good. Okay,
Love
Lori.
that, Lori.
Cool. Remember, we want to just bring it down a little bit, Lori, and then you'll be able to decipher that better in your content with the wording. That's perfect. It's not giving discredit to anything else, Lori, at all. Okay. It'll come out in your words and your tone. Okay. Yeah, it's hard. I know. I know that. That's funny. Ah. Okay. Look at this coming. Awesome. Yep. And when you're driving a sense of community, this is what Heather put in here. We're all trying to drive a sense of community because people on social media, what are they looking for? Connection. They don't want to be sold to. They don't want to know that you have a product. They don't want to know that you're building a garage or that you're planning a trip. They could give a you know what. Okay. It's about how are you going to make them feel through your brand's voice and your message and your tone with a clear, direct message to that person. Name that person. Put a name to her. My girl is Sarah. I'm talking to Sarahs of the world. It's one person, one message, one problem, one transformation every single day. Wow. So then I'm touching 365 people a year. I make a big impact. That's how you create change.
And mine is Alexandra. So.
Okay, cool. All right. So any questions up to now? Anybody want to come to the table and just share? What are some of the aha moments that we've got here? What have we got? Thanks, Mindy. Mine is Zoe. Yes, it is, Sam.
Well, I learned to just find out who my audience is. Also be compassionate. Also get to know people and just not DM them and do the hey girl, hey, because I don't do that because I feel like that's disrespectful. But I feel like with my upline, the way she's been coming at us, it's she wants us to DM people and she wants us to make friends. And it's I understand you want us to do this for our business, but it's you can't force people to become your friend on social media. If they don't know you and you're talking about your product, they're going to run away from you because all they're going to see it as is she's trying to sell product to me and I don't want to get to know her. And it's that's what she's been pushing on us is well, you need to send out 10 to 30 friend requests every day, but it's
you can't do that.
Can't do that all the time. I'm
you
a
can't
mother
do it anyway.
and I'm
Social
a wife
media
and make sure my house is maintained. So
yeah. Social media will shadow ban you and ban you. Heather got banned for just trying to message people in our group for 24 hours. You cannot. That's not even doable. Your leader is not understanding her industry and where her girls are. And this is half the battle with leaders that are leading with toxic hustle, right? So my advice to you, Brittany, is take it with a grain of salt and follow the principles that Heather and I are going to teach you. You guys, if your leaders are pushing hustle culture, let me be clear, shut off the noise, because they're going to lead you to burnout. They're not going to lead you to 10K. They're not going to lead you to your goal. They're going to lead you to walk away. And they're going to lead you to get banned by social media and monetization taken away. Because social media doesn't play
No.
when it comes to spamming and hey girl, hey, they're watching, they're listening. It's called community standards.
Yeah.
Community standards is connection and community. And so what Heather and I are teaching you here is a principle your industry doesn't understand. And that's that's real relational marketing. So
much better,
if
Lori.
your leaders are pushing that 10K push or those 30 messages a day, no ma'am, that's not what we do. That's not what our new era does. Okay. So we're going to turn off the noise. We're going to put on some tunnel vision. And if you can trust me and Heather this year, okay, if you can trust us and put on tunnel vision and turn down the noise of your industry, I promise you, you're going to go further, faster than you will listening to your leaders who are just trying to push an agenda to fill their pocketbook. I promise you that's most of their agenda.
And to piggyback on that, think about Heather and I are about, and I've always been here, and I've known some of you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. I mean, it's been quite the journey. And I'm the girl that's going to kick down the door and I'll figure it out. I don't care how hard it is. It's my journey. I don't have to sit here. I want to sit here. And when Heather and I are talking about the next, I want you to realize, what is that next for you? Is it 10K? Is it 50K? Is it 100K? Or is it 1,000? Doesn't matter. Okay. Your next is your next. You are where you are for a reason. And this is going to bring you to that next level, that next standard that you can be really, really proud to stand in as we are creating your next post and your next identity shift that you are going to have in your pocket. Now, here's what might happen. People might say, who the hell is she? Like, what is happening right now? What is going on? But the longer, the stronger, the bolder you stand in that, they're going to start looking and they're going to take you seriously because you're not cookie cutter. Because you are standing in your truth and you're not doing it as what they said for you to do, or the company standards, or the affiliate marketing. You got to do this to show up here and put your products here. So be ready to, maybe get some eyeballs or a little bit of questions coming your way. That is okay.
Lori just said, I was at 2 prior masterclasses on branding this week, and this is probably the best one, and the other ones weren't.
Are you kidding me? Lori, I love you even more, girl. Thank you for sharing that. That warms our...
I are extremely passionate about coming up against the industry. Okay.
Thank you, Lori.
We are not here to be cookie cutter coaches. We are not here to be the space, the community, the rooms we are creating for you guys are not meant to be like any other room that's out there. You've already noticed the changes in Academy. These are purposeful changes, because this is not just going to be another Facebook group space. This is not going to be just another Facebook group membership. We really, truly are passionate about moving you to your next. We want to watch you rise. We want to celebrate you. We want to rise alongside of you as we grow together. And if you really want to know a big, hairy, scary goal, Heather, I'm going to tell them. Is this okay?
What's I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell them anyway. Our big, hairy, scary goal is to take out one of the biggest female entrepreneur associations in the world. Okay, we are targeting them. We are going after them. We are going for their audience. We are literally going to change and revolutionize this industry for women.
Oh, how did that feel to come out of the bag like that? What just happened? Did you ask me for my permission?
I did ask you for your permission. I didn't know if I could share it.
It's all good. We got a thumbs up. So this is really about just helping you step into that next as we are doing it. When we fall every day I fall. Every single day I'm asking myself, okay, how can I get thanks? Oh, I love that, Sam. Thank you so much. I love you to pieces. Every day I fall, Heather falls, we all fall. We know that. We've shared so many stories with each other. And we just want to let you know that it's okay. And then from here on in, you're going to look at things a little bit differently. This is that 1% shift that we want to put in your pocket.
Yeah.
So you can take it out and say, that's right, that's who I am, and I'm going to stand in it. And you can put it back in your pocket, and you can wear that, sexiness with you.
And you can be confident and proud of the women that are leading you. We don't want to just be salesy, spammy, snake oil coaches, because guess what? We've sat in that snake pit. We understand that venom and that poison and what it does to a person. I mean, we literally sat in a snake pit from hell last year. Like, I mean, lots of emotion, lots of tears, lots of frustration, lots of anger, lots of thousands and thousands of dollars of lost revenue because of snake oil coaches. And we've watched people we love.
Oh, I think we still got her. Heather, you froze. I don't know if you can hear. You're
We
back.
sat in these trenches.
Okay, Heather, you want to repeat that? You froze, girl. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
Where did I
Yes,
freeze?
dollars. Yeah, we frozen. We lost lots of money. So we just don't want you to sit in those trenches and realize that there's something more. So that's our power up. That's where we're going.
Yes, and we're taking you with us to the next.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks, Stephanie. All right, let's continue the journey here.
Yes. Back to work, back to our trenches. All right. So hopefully you guys have picked your top 3 now. Because we're going to go into let's dive a little bit deeper into this leadership stance, because the leadership stance is your most important, your most powerful. When we say we're going to lead with power, purpose, and a path, this leadership stance sets that precedent. Okay? It sets that stage. Because we're not there to pressure, like Heather and I were saying, we're not here to pressure you into any sale. We're not here to pressure you into any program. We're not here to pressure you into anything. We set the table for you. And we're saying, come join us at that table, right? So we want to build trust. We don't want to build pressure. We don't want to push and manipulate and drive people, because trust is your most core essential factor. When you build that trust piece, and each of you are in this room because you have a trust in me, or in Heather, or you've had the trust with both of us. So you're sitting at our table because you trust us. We haven't pressured you. We've built you and brought you to this place where you can trust us through the relationships that we have built with you and the connections that we've had with you. That trust factor is huge, you guys. It is your driving force behind everything you do. You want to build that trust piece, because again, people can know you and they can like you, but if they don't trust you, you don't have anything. You can't even build. Your house is built on sand and it's going to collapse. It doesn't have a solid foundation. Heather, you want to chime in about trust?
It's very, very important. Trust, a great 5-letter word. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? So sales is 5 letters, trust is 5 letters. And selling, and the world of selling is the world of trusting. And if you want to become someone that is trustworthy, what are you putting out into the marketplace? Because you don't deserve the trust if you are not putting out what you want to come back. You do not own the right to ask for a sale ever, 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 if you are not creating posture with positioning and giving extraordinary support and love to your community. You have to earn the right to be where you are. I earn the right every single day. Every single day. You earn the right to put out content. You earn the right to say, hey, how are you? You earn the right to put your offer and share your offer, share your expertise, share your gift, share your support, share your community, share your membership. Doesn't matter. You have to earn that right. So as we know, as Gary Vee always says, is right, it says, so it's like, what does he say? So jab, jab, or jab, 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 hook.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Hook.
jab, jab, right hook.
Jab, jab, right hook. So you got to give in order to ask. So when you are putting out your information, validation, education, and inspiration, say that really quickly, when you're putting that out there for your audience, think about that. How often are you really giving a seed, nurturing, putting something back into the funnel before you try to extract something from the funnel? Give will allow you to ask. Okay, so
Yeah.
perfect. Let's continue.
So if you're going to build with trust, I want you to put I earn the right. I will earn the right to be
Yeah,
heard in the
earn.
comments, because
Right.
we are going to earn the right to be heard. We are not going to expect the right to be heard. That's what a lot of people do. They expect
Yeah.
that just because they're putting a piece of content out there, that they deserve to be heard. That's not true. You
Awesome.
have to earn your place. You have to pay your dues.
Great.
We're also done, you guys. If you are going to use AI, okay, and this is where scripts are huge right now because AI is hugely a script. If you're going to use AI, you better be taking that piece of content into a Word document and building your truth into it. Okay? Building your words into it. Use it as an outline. Use it as a
Yes.
co-pilot.
Yes.
But do not let it be the pilot of everything that you are putting out there.
Yes,
We
love
want
that, Cindy.
real conversation. We want real connection, because that real conversation and that real connection builds into that trust. But when you're building with an AI, which is what everybody is doing right now, and that's fine. I love my AI, but my AI is my co-pilot, is not my pilot. Okay. And so it's there to be a help and a tool, because for someone like me, I'm neurodivergent. So my thoughts get scattered. I'm a manifesting generator. I have about a bazillion thoughts, and Heather can attest to this because of how many versions of this program we've gone through over a year.
What?
We went through many versions before we landed. But AI helps me take those jumbled thoughts and ideas and organize it. But I still take it back and put it into my words, my voice, my tone, my authority, my style, because that's what builds a real connection with my content, not the AI version that looks like something you pulled from Google. And we're done with posting and praying. How many of you are guilty of post and pray? Put in the comments,
Woo!
guilty.
Stephanie, I saw your hands up first, girlfriend. Me, yes, yes, yes. It's all coming in. Okay, Paulette. Awesome. I love it.
Awesome. I love
Heather, it was
that.
before you got a hold of me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Not
it's
as much
less now.
now.
Okay. Okay, good.
Well, post and pray is something that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's that throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks, right? But what happens to spaghetti if it really stuck to the wall for a long period of time? It's going to get moldy. We're not going to want to eat it. It's going to drop to the floor. We're going to sweep it up and throw it in the trash. So let's not do the post and pray. Let's actually build purposeful content that creates community, that creates connection.
Yes.
That is being a leader, is intentional community building, intentional conversation building. That is real leadership. That is real positioning.
We got this, Sydney. Yep.
And don't worry, if you're not there yet, that's okay, you guys. Again, we're not here to shame you or guilt you. We're going to teach you, and especially if you come up into our community, we're going to be teaching you along the way how to do these things at deeper levels. And it's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to dig in the trenches with you. Heather and I are not the type of coaches that are going to sit here and just teach you on screen, but not come in the trenches with you. We're going to put our grave clothes on and come down to your level and help you raise up out of that stuck hole or pit that you're in. And again, we're done with the hustle. I'm not going to jump on that because we've been on that all day. We're done with the hustle. We're building sustainable rhythms. Rebecca's back. Yay. We're building sustainable rhythms that our audience can be consistently aware of so that we are present consistently in a purposeful, impactful way, not just in an entertaining way.
That might
And
be.
we're done with proving ourselves. Right now, right here, look at me. You do not have to prove yourself to anybody. Let me make that clear. The only person you have to prove yourself to is yourself and your creator. And that is it. You do not have to prove yourself to me. You do not have to prove yourself to Heather or anybody else for that matter. If someone thinks they own the right to tell you you have to prove yourself, bye, Felicia, and walk out the door. Because you own you. Nobody else owns you, and nobody else owns the right to tell you you have to prove yourself.
Welcome back.
I fell into that trap so hard, you guys. And it destroyed me. It
Oh,
destroyed me.
well, this is sitting and this is landing. This is really good, right? So you have to be ready to say goodbye to the old and in with the new, right? Just like those pair of shoes, if they're not doing the walking for you, heck to the no, grab a new pair of shoes, right? Because we're running, right? Yeah.
That's right. Heather tells me all the time, Heather, you got your running shoes on? And I'm back here, I'm running the marathon, but my hands are flailing everywhere because this girl is like, boom, like run. She's on a marathon run, y'all.
Girl, I don't stop for nothing. Any questions so far, ladies? Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, go ahead.
That's okay. So tell us, I am no longer available for blank, but I am here for blank.
So how are you going to stand into this? How are you going to lean into this? And from now on, and you're not going to backtrack, you're not going to backpedal, you're not going to second doubt, and you're not going to overthink. Done. We're done. We're done. We have no more time for that. So be really, really energy or energy efficient here and be energized with this, because this will be that new stance. This will be that new level that you can step up to and own into. And all of your content and all of your messaging and everything that we're going to be creating from here on in future broadcasts and future things will come from this.
Yes.
So if you're ready to share, go ahead. If you have anything to say, you can unmute for a second and then we'll just quiet the room down.
Mine,
Go ahead.
I am not ready for mediocrity. I am ready to stand in my core.
Okay. So what is that core, Paulette? I'm going to challenge you here.
My authentic self.
Okay. And have you been authentic and real so far with your audience?
I believe so, but I think I could dig a little deeper.
Okay. So you see how the core is very surface. So we're, as problem solvers of the world and as leaders, and we want to create the impact, influence to income. That's the flow that we're going through. When you say core, we all have a core. But if we can just go a little bit deeper and use that mediocrity, okay, right? Of course you're powerful. You're a powerful human being. You have a stance, you have a voice. Let that voice be seen. But the core is really basic. It's a little bit generic. It's a little bit too widely spread and widely used. So if you're talking to your prospect right now, Paulette, what are the feelings that she's going through? And what are the pains and the doubts and the haphazards and all of these little things that she's going through, that through your mediocrity? Okay, here we go. We're using the words. You said it. Your mediocrity and the core. How can you help her even more at a deeper level?
And remember, we're not for everyone. So be real transparent about what that core is. If it's, is it, and then ask yourself, why am I afraid to say it specifically? What's the root cause here? What's causing that block in my spirit and my soul to say, I'm scared to say this right now? Because it's a visibility thing. We're afraid of judgment. We're afraid of opinions.
Yeah.
We're afraid of the noise that's going to come from sharing that piece of ourselves. But I was sharing this with Rebecca. One of the most powerful things that I really leaned into last year that has become my bulletproof vest is let them. You guys, let them have their thoughts. Let them have their opinions. Let them have their ideas of who they think you should be or who you are. That doesn't define who you are. That doesn't get to define who you are. Only you get to define who
Let
you are.
them,
So
yes.
they are entitled to that limited belief of who they believe you are. Let them share those thoughts, ideas, and opinions because they're dead wrong. They don't really know you. They just think they know you. Let that be your bulletproof vest because we're in a country where freedom of speech, right? We got
Yeah,
freedom of speech. Everybody can say what they want to say. But
yeah.
that doesn't mean that I have to take that to my core and allow that to define who I am just because someone else said it of me. This became my bulletproof vest. I've had so many people say so many terrible things to me. And when I learned this principle and really embodied it, really drove it home. Now it's like, whatever, girl,
Right,
say what
Steph?
you say, but you're just not my people. Like, I don't care what you have to say about me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to be me and show up as me. And if you don't like it,
There's
bye.
the door.
There's the door. Go find someone you do like.
Lori, I'm going to call you up here. Let's go over this, what you said, please. Let's go into some of the homework here. Lori, let's talk about this for a second. Can you share with everybody what you said here?
No longer available for prove yourself energy. I'm here for knowing I'm enough.
Love
how
it.
how does that make you sound? How does that make you feel?
It's a new one for me because I know I've been improving yourself energy a lot, and I think it's time to drop it.
I think it's time. We know it's time, girlfriend. Exactly. So when you can own this and you feel good, it's going to be edgy and there's going to be slivers all around it and it's going to feel icky and gooey. And I'm like, you're going to say, who the heck is that? That's just perfect. And you know, we're always at that breakthrough, those breakthrough moments, those aha moments, right? When you want to quit, you're right ahead. That's the breakthrough moment. So congratulations on that. And I'm going to ask you to test it even a little bit more, Lori, because I know how you stand in that and you're a little bit intimidated with some of it. But you've come so far. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. So thank you for sharing that. Anybody else want to share? Come to the table. Stand up, be heard.
I'll share. I
Great.
said I'm no longer available for BS. I'm available for winning.
I love that.
Ooh, okay. What? Okay. So there's a lot to unravel there, Sam. Yeah. Yeah, and you have over the years, I've known you for a couple of years, taken a lot of BS and a lot of things. And so you're no longer willing to take that. So if you could be a little bit more direct with your wording a little bit more, you know how I
What is
am.
the BS that you're no longer going
Yeah.
to stand
Yeah.
in?
Like,
What exactly is that?
like, other people's judgments, opinions,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
So scrutiny.
Yeah, scrutiny,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. Other people's um like
Conditions about you.
pressures,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exhausting to be in
Yes,
other people's.
yes.
It held me back for many, many years, like many years of letting people's opinions, ideas, thoughts. It stuck me to a wall. I didn't even feel confident enough to step out in my truth and stand in my voice. And I never, you guys never dreamed of being in this place where I'm now leading classes and standing on stages and sharing my truth because Heather and I, we sat where you guys sit. Okay. We understand that feeling of what do I say? How do I say it? Because everybody's telling me I have to be this way. I have to say it that way. I have to show up like this. I have to post it like that. But you don't have to do anything. And it is about you taking your authority. That's why for my brand individually, I say your authority, your brand, your style. Because nobody gets to tell you who you are. There's only one person that gets to tell you who you are, and he lives in your heart and your head, and that's your creator, okay? That's the voice in the secret place that is whispering you in the still small moments of life when things are actually quiet, if that, those
Awesome.
few seconds
Yeah.
of the day some of you get as moms.
Yeah. Yeah, like right.
But it's in that quietness where you hear that still small voice within whisper and roar. This is who you are. This is who I created you to be. Now go step back. When we turn off the noise of the world and the noise that surrounds us, that's just static noise. That's like it's like having a bad song blaring in your ears, and you're like, turn it
Over
off.
and over
Like,
and
oh my
over
God,
again.
just turn it off. You'll get it off of my ears right now. Like, I don't like it. I don't want it. And that's what other
Yes.
people's thoughts, ideas, and opinions are. They're that bad music that you don't want in your ears, and it agitates you, it irritates you, it makes you angry and frustrated. So we need to take those headphones of thoughts, ideas, and opinions and throw the frickers in the trash. Okay?
Yes, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
you've come so far on that, Sam. So congratulations, because it's been
Thank you.
turmoil, and you bet. And the pivoting that we've had to do over the years, it's been quite remarkable. As everyone here, we all have a story. Before we get into the next slide, because we do want to move along here, anybody else want to share something? Great. Deborah, awesome. I'm no longer here for what resonates with me. I'm here to create power and build legacy. Boom, girl, stand in that. Awesome. Awesome. So when you can say that with heart and mind and soul, then
Lori,
how long? Well, we never know, Lori. If you have to jump
we're
off.
digging in, girl. We're in the trenches. So if you have to go or anything,
Yeah.
just know the replay will be available.
Yeah.
We're not the cookie cutter coach. So we're not putting time limits because we really want to dig in with you guys and do the work with you guys. But this also shows you the type of person and coach that we are. We really care. We really want you to level up. We really want you to transform. We just don't want to throw a bunch of principles at you and then say, bye, have a nice day.
Okay. All right. So let's continue here, and we'll get to the next one, and we'll always we'll be able to come back and ask questions.
Okay. So what does humanity look like? Well, humanity in what we do looks like sharing your season. Where are you right now? What are you learning? How are you growing? What are you doing to really shape your life and shape and change your season, moving you from maybe a place of stuckness to that next, right? To that better version of yourself, or more powerful version of yourself. Are you sharing that season? How many of you guys actually share what you're learning in your content?
Yeah.
I'll pop in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm no longer here for this mediocrity. I'm here to be bold.
Yep.
Look at you.
And I've used that word before,
Yeah.
bold, but I've truly never really followed through in being bold. But I'm
Okay.
damn near going to do it now. Yes, I used a cuss word.
It's okay. It's a safe room. I don't really, doesn't
Yeah.
bother me any.
It's just a
Standing
word.
in
It's
that
an
now
adjective.
for you. Well done, Mindy, because I know what we've worked through and what we've gone through and what you've gone through to get from one room to the other, right? From one table to the other. So congratulations. Good for you.
And
Yeah.
that powerful piece of vulnerability right there, Mindy, where you said, I've said it before,
Yes.
but I haven't embodied it. I haven't
Exactly.
stepped into it. And now I'm ready to step into it. Now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move into that truth that is in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit, in my being. And I'm ready to tell the world that vulnerability is relatable, right?
Yes.
That creates connection and says, yeah, girl, I get it. Because you know what? I'm sitting right there right now where I've said something and I didn't do it. But
Yes.
if Mindy's gonna do it, I'm gonna go do it. So let's
Yes.
freaking go, right? It creates that
Yes.
magnetism and that energy in your messaging.
Yep.
So when you're sharing your season, you guys, and you're sharing about what you learn, that learning is actually part of what flexes that leadership muscle and
Yes.
shows that leadership and thought authority muscle of this girl is not just copying her industry, but she's relevant in her market and understands what's going on. She's growing and developing herself, and it shows you as a leader because a leader is constantly growing. If you're making a
Yes.
1% shift every single day, then you are growing and you are succeeding and you are winning.
And as
1%.
as a leader, we should always be learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same as a teacher.
Yes.
Right.
Same as when I used to work in the healthcare space in nursing.
Mhm.
Everything changes. The only thing that is consistent is change.
Yep.
And we have
Exactly.
to continue to learn within ourselves, and that changes. Our why changes. I'm not going to get on things because you girls have got it going on. You
Well,
and Heather do.
that's you know, you're preaching my slideshow right now, Miss Ma'am. And you didn't even see it. What are you overcoming, right? These changes that you're going through, what are you overcoming? Are you sharing the things that you overcome in your journey, especially if you're a product of the product? Are you sharing the nitty-gritty of the journey that is the good, the bad, and the ugly? Or are we
Yeah.
just celebrating the victories and the milestones that, you know, have led to the results? We need to sit into the journey,
Yes,
okay?
the journey. The journey is, man, and I love music. Heather knows this about me. You, my other Heather, is going to know this more about me. I relate to music so much. Like, don't stop believing. It's so true. Like, I love journey, and but the journey is a whole part of the whole factor.
Yeah.
Right.
The journey
Absolutely.
is a huge part of the beauty of where it's at. So anyway, both of you girls inspire me. I'm going to take myself back off video and I'm going to shut up now. So, but yeah,
Awesome. Well, thanks for, you know, preaching my whole slide, girl. You
Ah!
pretty much did it. Um, what are you learning from, right? Mindy just shared with us what she's learning and what she's growing in. And why does your why matter, you guys? That why, it needs to be bigger than a financial piece. If your why is only financial, I'm going to challenge you to change it
Up there, way up
because
there.
that it is way more than a financial piece. That's just one little itsy bitsy part of your why.
It's like the cupcake with the icing to it. It only
Right.
goes up from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Mindy, thank you for your input. So, are you guys sharing? And I want you to drop this in the comments. Are you sharing about your season? Are you sharing about what you're overcoming? Are you sharing about your learning? Are you sharing about your why? Which one are you not sharing?
There's a reason for this too, ladies. It's to really come to your truth and your core values again, right from the very beginning, what we started with, right? There's a reason you're not, there's a reason you're not, there's a reason you're not, there's a reason you're not. Okay, so let's figure that out. Because your job is to lead somebody to you every single time, every single day. Your content has a mission. Stop posting and wishing and hoping and praying and doing all of the little jitterbugs and posting and then coming back in 3 hours. Oh, I wonder if I got a sale. I wonder if I got it. Stop. It's not going to work. When you come into these core values here, then you'll be able to answer the questions that she needs, that she's looking for. You'll be able to direct your message exactly that it's going to sit on her lap. I put that message on Sarah's lap every single time. And I get 15, 20, 30 DMs because I follow the blueprint. If there's a formula, let's follow it because formulas work. Okay?
Success leaves clues, right?
Success leaves clues. Okay, what have we got here? We're going to move forward here. Thanks, Steph. Great. Paulette. Great. And when you're sharing your why, It's really important. And your why comes out all of the time. It's your origin story, Paulette. And this is what I do with all of my clients. And Heather and I are going to go deeper into that into our next sessions and things. Your story, your origin story is really, really important. And it's not just, I'm doing this because I want money. There's a different level. When we're talking about levels, Paulette, I want you to dig a little bit deeper because we all want money. Money gives us opportunities. But what can we do with those opportunities, and how can we really create more impact and influence on someone's life? Can you imagine you talk to somebody every single day? I don't care if it's your birthday, Valentine. I don't put a lot on holidays, honestly. I can change someone's life just by saying hello to them. I'm going to go and do it. Right? So you just want to be able to, here we go. So let's answer this question here. Go ahead, Heather.
I want you to declare this loud in the chat, okay? One thing I used to hide, but I'm ready to own today is blank.
Now, that can be scary.
For
It can be scary. I get it.
for me, what I will tell you is one thing I used to hide was my opinion of the industry. I used to be very quiet, and I used to sit by very passively, allowing things that were really bothering me at my very core level because it violated my core principles. I let it silence me, and I do not anymore, as you've seen today. I call out the bullshit for what it is.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And through your journey, ladies, through your journey, you've probably been told to say something, act something, act a certain way, present yourself in a certain way, walk on stage a certain way, whatever. The most important and the most incredible asset that you own is your brand, right? People have to talk to me before they ever know what I do, ever know what I sell. You don't know what I sell until you talk to me or you see something specifically directed to that. That's called influence, right? When you can create that FOMO, that scarcity, that urgency, that creativity, and you can speak with your heart and you're not chasing, guess what? You attract. You want to become that attraction factor. So when you're thinking about this sentence, step into it. Be okay with it. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but everything uncomfortable means that you're growing, right? When things you don't want to do, things I don't want to do, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I need to? Yes, you do. So I have that little chat. I have that little chat with myself. So one thing I used to hide, but I'm ready to own is, where are we? Let's come out with this.
Yep, let's chat about it. Let's go see.
Own your authentic self. Okay, Paulette. Own your authentic self. Can we go a little bit deeper? Confidence. Okay. My true signals. Who is it that you are deeply rooted in your heart and you have not yet shared because you were told not to? Boom, right there. I just planted that seed.
That's a deep one. That one gave me
that
chills.
came from.
That one gave me goosies.
That just came from nowhere. Okay. Trying not to be perfect. Okay, Paulette. No, we're perfectly imperfect is perfectly perfect. Say that. Good. Good job. Awesome. Love that. Yeah. Because nothing is perfect in what we're doing, right? We fall and we fall flat every single day. That's how we learn. And when we get back up again, we're going to say, ouch, that really hurt. And we're just not going to do it the same, right? We are going to fall again, Paulette. And so, right, we're just going to be able to learn and grow through that. And you're going to say, okay, so what worked? What do I need to change? Why did that not land so well? Why am I not calling in her? Why is she not gravitating towards me? Why is she not leading into me? Perfect. Yeah, you bet. That's right, Paulette.
These are all so beautiful.
These are really great.
You guys are coming back to yourselves. Like you're coming back to you and the parts of you that maybe the noise buried it, right? Maybe the true passion of why you stepped into what you stepped into
Brittany
got buried deeper.
One thing I used to hide were any of the flaws and shows
Hmm.
okay, wow. That's deep, hon. Okay.
There's beauty in your scars, okay?
Yeah.
We all have scars.
Yeah.
And that beauty that is in each scar that we hold, it has a power. It has a story. It has a purpose. And there's no part of us that is too damaged to share the imperfections of who we are, because there is absolute incredible beauty in imperfection. We are perfectly imperfect.
That's awesome, Sydney. Yeah. Thank you for sharing this, lady.
Ooh, you hide behind positivity. Okay, Sydney.
Wow,
Okay.
I know.
That one's deep, girl.
So you're no longer going to be doing this. You're going to be, and next time you go to post, next time you're planning your content, next time you're figuring out where your why and your statement and everything to the world, stand in this and be okay with it. And watch the little flutters, watch the butterflies either come or they'll go, right? But they will land. Things will start to land for you. And it's not easy. No one ever said it was, but it's doable, figure outable, right? My favorite
Becca
word.
says, I used to hide my failure and I'm ready to own it. Let's go, girl. But a
Boom.
failure is never a failure. It's an opportunity to learn and grow, okay? You fail forward. You don't fall backwards when you fail. You fail forward. There's always a learning opportunity. So we don't want to look at failure as an actual failure, but a learning opportunity of, well, what went wrong here? Give yourself the opportunity to evaluate and grow.
Give yourself the grace for that. That's awesome. Okay, so any questions before we move on?
I wanted to say something real quick. About the flaws and like showing my real self. I used to have so bad, like I was so afraid to show people my weight loss, how it came along. Because I was so ashamed that I've gained so much weight when I had my daughter. And I was even to the point where I was nervous to show my weight loss because I thought people were going to judge me, to be like, how can you be a mother and you just let yourself go? But I mean, just one day I was doing a Richard Simmons workout and I recorded myself. I was afraid to post it, but I posted, but I had so much positive feedback that they were like, that people, like mothers were coming to me saying that they were proud that I showed up, because apparently they were waiting for me to show up for myself, because I didn't even know I was doing this weight loss for myself. I wasn't doing it to help anybody else. But getting those comments and seeing the confidence from these women and men that say that I'm so proud of you that you got up and moved your body, and then to see my before and after pictures, it's like it's a shock, and it's like now I feel much better. I mean, I've slacked off with this weight with this pregnancy. I haven't worked out, but I know definitely I will be getting back into working out and making sure I get this weight off, because like I said, my health is important and I have children and a husband. So I have to make sure my health is at a healthy risk, so that I'm here to see my children graduate and get married and buy their first car and get their first home. So that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
And see, Brittany, that is an example of a bigger why, right?
Right there.
A deeper why than financial, is because you want to be able to be there to run around with your kids and participate in their life. And you want to be able to inspire other moms who maybe don't feel brave enough to say that yes to their body and their healthiest version yet. Heather knows I'm getting ready to go on a journey. Y'all are going to watch me take this journey. I just got a treadmill. So I just got a treadmill to get back into things.
Hopping on the treadmill with me. I'm like, girl.
So I'm getting ready to go on the same type of journey, because I was hiding behind an accident. Okay. You want to talk about hiding? I hid behind an accident that I had in 2018. I hid behind the pain of that accident and allowed that to be an excuse. And allowed that to allow my life to, in the health aspect, collapse. And I told Heather the other day, I said, I don't want to feel the way I feel on screen. I know what I say is powerful, I know what I say is beautiful, but I look at myself back after sessions like this and I don't hear the words. I just see my body and I judge myself. And so I have to come into a season of loving myself. It looks different for everybody. We all our journey looks different. But when we share these vulnerabilities, who else can relate to that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Who else can relate to that journey?
Yeah.
And who's going to want to be there with me?
Yes.
Running on that running with me and Heather on those treadmills, right?
I'm on that thing every single day and sometimes out like twice a day. But Brittany, that's massive. And that was just incredibly so
It's
beautifully
beautiful. Thank
said.
you for sharing.
Yeah, that was honest. That was really amazing.
Carlos, Paulette said, I just joined the gym. And Sydney,
friend.
I hate my body. Sydney, I get it. I get it.
You can come to my gym here, Paulette. We'll have a heck of a time, girl. I'll put you through the mill, that's for sure.
I'm already scared of Heather, y'all. She's gonna scare me on this health journey.
Ooh,
she's the perfect person to work out with. Like, she motivates me every time I see her. Like, she's always in the gym, and I'm like, you know what? It's definitely time for me to get back into the gym. So, but like I said, once we have this baby, I'm like, I'm getting full on.
Yeah,
making sure my health is on point. So
you bring that baby into the world first, girlfriend, and then we'll do that. You're amazing.
And so I found out that I could not actually run. I have a heart condition, and I was hospitalized this past year for the first time ever, and I can bike like crazy, but I can't get out and actually run.
Right.
Yeah.
I have what's called SVT, which can send me into heart failure, and I went into atrial fibrillation for the first time. So, but I'm all good. It's just certain things I can't do that I might want to do.
Right.
But I just can't. Like, my hubby runs, it's therapy for him.
Yeah.
And I've been cheering on the sidelines, but when I have attempted to run with him, I'm like, honey, I can't go anymore. And that's part of what was found.
That's why there's so many different things you can do, girlfriend.
Exactly.
That's why there's so many more options out there. If you're not a runner, then you can walk, or you can. I got a rebounder. I love my rebounder.
I can walk.
Maybe we can walk it together, girlfriend.
We can walk it out. We can walk it out.
Now walk it out. Now walk it out.
And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're gonna walk things.
Don't make us dance, because we can dance.
Oh,
I can dance like crazy.
It's just let's go.
I love that.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, like biking, I love to bike, and we just repaired one of the tubes in my front wheels on my bike, and it's a new bike, but just something happened with the inside tubing of the actual tire. So yeah, I can bike like crazy, but it doesn't affect my heart the way that running could just stop.
Absolutely.
Running is something you got to work up to, right?
Yeah.
But movement, any kind of movement is great. So, Brittany, you got this.
Yes, you do, girl.
You know how we're standing behind everybody here. So, okay, we need to move along.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, moving on. Thank you guys so much for those declarations. I'm so incredibly proud of each of you for declaring that and saying that. And I can't wait to watch you stand in it. Okay. I want to see you stand in it. And when you are standing in those truths, you make sure you tag me and Heather. We want to see. All right. So now your soul tribe. Everybody knows they want their people. They want to be able to come to the table every time. I get excited every time I get on a call with Heather, because she's my girl. She's one of my people. And any of my girls that are in my soul tribe. I love being in space with them. I love hanging out and having conversations.
Love you too, girl.
This part of your statement, this part of your hello, there we go. Find my words, Heather.
Come on.
Is to tell them, you're my people if.
Yes.
Who are your people? Be specific as to who that person is that you want at your table. talk about the qualities that you love in friendship. Write posts about those qualities because that calls in that type of person you want sitting at the table. I mean, if you don't see Heather and I without a cup of coffee, you better be asking us to check our temperature, okay? And then if
it's
you
part
don't
of my
see us with a
brand.
wine or a martini or some kind of drink in the evening, you better be asking the question like, what's going on, ladies?
And just take that with you and own that. Just take
Yeah.
that quirkiness, as we talked about that quirkiness, right, Heather? We talked about
Yeah,
that.
whatever your
It was a
quirkiness is.
laughing
Like
up a storm. I love it.
I'm known as a sassypreneur because I'm sassy. Like my friends call me sassy. So they deemed me the sassypreneur because I wasn't afraid to like be sassy. But for me, my sass is spiritual authority, serving souls. It's not the sassy, like bitchy girl. Um, that's the only way I can think to say it. So you want to really call in the things that align to you, and you want to set the boundaries for the things that don't align for you, right? So we want to define who fits in here, who won't like you, and why that's okay, and what kind of energy thrives in your room, in your space with your people. When we can talk about this and put this in our posts and in conversations that we're sharing about, that aligns the energy in your space, in your community. It's that signal, it's that call that says, girl, you belong at my table if you're this, right? Because again, we're not everybody's cup of tea and we don't want everybody at our table. There are certain people that are at my table that I don't necessarily want at my table.
Drinking coffee with you? Huh.
Yeah. Been there, done that. It's not fun when we have people at our table. But if we don't call in and we don't use specific things like your favorite coffee, your favorite food, things that drive you absolutely bat crazy, like, your pet peeves. Like sharing these things is what calls in and creates that connection. Again, hey girl, hey, don't ever come up in my DM with hey girl, hey, because you're going to have a whole different hey girl, hey conversation, right? I can't stand it. Like, and then I will go call it out in my content because someone has hey girl, hey me, and I'm not about that life. And I will make a post regarding hey girl, hey, because I'm hey girl, no.
And you know
I'm
what,
just not
Heather,
that
is when
person.
you're talking about the energy down here, when you're talking about energy thrives, if you're energetic and you're
Yeah.
having fun and you're building a community of laughter and growth and sincerity and things are actually happening and you're sharing that in your content, in your variety content that we're going to be teaching in the future, and I do teach to all my clients, it's that they're going to get curious and they're naturally going to lean in faster because
Yeah.
you are setting the stage differently. You are walking your stage with a different pair of shoes and a different pair of attitude. And people are going to say, what's going on over here? And then you will call them in, and those are going to be your people. It might take a little bit longer. It might take a little, a hot day or a second day. But if you continue, that consistency is the key to success. Absolutely, I believe that. Then you continue with that and you thrive, you drive that message home. They're going to say, okay, I got to take a closer look here. Right. And my coach, Forbes Riley, was like, I mean, she called me out. Heather knows the story. And I think, Stephanie, you know the story really well, too. My coach, Forbes Riley, like, she called me out and I cried. And then she called me out and everyone applauded. And I felt seen, felt, heard, and found and validated in that room. And it was a tough room to be in because I cried my eyes out for 3 months with her.
Yeah.
But I knew that she heard me. I knew she knew where I was going. And so she helped me get there faster. And that's exactly what you want to do. Call in your tribe faster. Boom.
I mean, it took me until 2021 to find my tribe, okay? God didn't bring me my tribe until 2021, and then I got my soul sisters.
Right.
And then I got just last year got another soul sister. And it's like it's a beautiful thing that we pray for, we look for, we search for. But if we're not calling it, and for the longest time I wasn't calling it in. I wasn't being specific enough about who my person was.
Yeah. All right.
So example, in your hello is, if you're the kind of person who blank, you're home, right? So tell them, if you're this kind of person, this could be a color block statement, and that's it. You just post it, right? Or if you want blank without blank, we're going to get along. Do you see how this kind of sets the tone and tells them a little bit about your personality and what might drive you bananas and what might not, and what might connect you and what might not? It's creating that attract and repel, right? So then how do we call them in? This is the most missed piece of information and content in connection, is the CTA, the call to action. And everybody thinks a call to action is sale, but a call to action can look many different ways. And I know Heather is biting at the bit on this one, so I'm gonna let her take the reins, because this is her zone.
Oh, girl, this is my love language, because I am the queen of sales. Wrote about it, stamped it, speak on stages. Your CTA is the most powerful part of your content. And please never, never, never not put some sort of a CTA in every single post. Everyone, you heard me right, everyone. It's not about sales, as Heather said. This is not about bringing someone to your website. This is not about bringing someone to your masterclass or whatever you have to sell. No one cares. They care about you. So a CTA is really an invitation, a soft, non-judgmental invitation to the next step, if they are willing. So we'll be discussing this, but when you Heather put in here, comment blank if this is for you, comment power, comment authority, comment membership, comment book, if comment gut health, right? You can put in whatever you have, whatever you're
We've done it here today.
Right, exactly. The next one here is, tell me what's one thing you're claiming in 2026. So now we're bringing in the engagement piece. We're really allowing other people to voice, because listen, everybody on social media has an opinion, and they want to tell you their opinion like,
oh boy, do they ever.
Right? So these are, if you're in the season to drop fire, drop a flame, or drop the emoji, or you want my eyes on your hello, comment hello. So what we're doing here is we're sharing with you different ways of bringing in the call to action to gently nudge, gently say, listen, I'm here if you need some help. So as a coach, I would say, if you're looking for a lead, if you're looking for a simpler way to find your leads, say leads, and I'll be gladly to share a PDF for you, or whatever that is, and we can shorten that thing. But please never, never, never leave your post without a CTA. You're called to the action. Okay.
All right.
Diving into that more.
So now let's write, you guys. Now we're really gonna get into the work, because we've talked about the premise and we've built out the elements. So now let's actually start writing. And it starts with, this is me. So tell them a little bit about who you are in just three sentences.
Yeah.
Then you're going to anchor it in with those identity pieces that we talked about, those core values. Tell them your core values. What are you all about? What do you like? Right? And then tell them your leadership stance. What are we for? And what are we not for? And what are we building? Right? These are the first crucial pieces of this piece of content. And this is not a short form piece of content, by the way. This is a long form piece of content, because it is one of the most important content pieces you will ever write.
Yeah.
To your audience.
Yeah. There's so much value that you'll be able to unravel, declare, and share that is really going to call her in, them in, him in, whoever your ideal target audience is.
Absolutely. So how are you guys feeling with these first pieces? You feel like it's solid? You feel like you can write it together in a paragraph or two?
I'm starting a little bit.
Good.
Okay.
Love
Good.
that, Paulette.
Love
Thank
that.
you.
How's everybody else doing?
Yes, this butterfly is working on it.
Good. Keep fluttering, girlfriend. Keep fluttering.
Love it.
Doing good.
Again,
Great. Awesome.
These,
Okay.
these are all going to come back to anchoring in those identity anchors, right? Your core values, your quirks. These are going to be the conversation starters.
Yep. And don't forget about the people sitting on the fence, because there's always somebody somewhere looking at you and they haven't got the guts yet to do what you're doing. So you need to become that and step into that leader for them. Somebody talked about that earlier when we first started here. I think it was Brittany, actually, not too long ago, right? That you just decided. And when you decide, and there's no going back, right?
Absolutely. When you make that decision and set your mind to it. And that's what you guys get to do today. You get to set your mind to this new era of you, and saying yes to you and being your most genuine, authentic, transparent self.
Yeah. You bet, Mindy.
Anybody want to share the first piece?
I guess I'll share, but I don't know how good this is, but
hey, it's all good. It's good that you're sharing. Go ahead, hon.
After this is me, I put, I am a godly woman sharing my life journey. I want to help women who feel stuck in life. If you've lost your confidence and are looking to gain a friend, I would love to be able to help you.
Wow.
Find yourself again.
Or find what was once lost.
Yeah, find what was once lost.
Ooh,
that's
okay.
The women that I talk to the most,
yeah,
and help the most are women that are like, I'll be 68, and the women that I help, I don't feel 68, but a lot of I don't. But a lot of the women that are around my age, I would say maybe 55 to 70.
Yeah.
They all feel like they can't do things. They can't improve their health. They can't look better. They're happy with putting on a old pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt and not doing their hair and not doing their makeup, and it would be okay if they felt okay with that, because I can go out like that, which I rarely do, but I mean I have on occasion and I felt okay with it. But they don't feel good about themselves. They feel like they've lost their sparkle. Like I ask them, do you go out on date nights? And they're like, date nights? I'm like, yeah, I've been married 5 years and I still go out on date nights.
Right.
Do you go to the beach? Do you do things? Do you go on a walk? Do you meditate? Do you do all the things that can feel better? And they just, and through talking, and this one girl said to me, I had red lipstick one day and on my life, and she was like, oh, I could never do that. And she was like 45, and I was like, girl, I'm 68, almost 68, and I will wear what I want, and get to be my age. do what you want. I mean, it's like
So,
the quarter of your life, and you're wasting it away feeling like I can't, I won't, uh,
mhm.
I'm ashamed to. It's like you need to throw all that away and gain your wings and fly. You just need to do that. And so that is the
So when you're
core
writing,
group. That's
when
my
you're writing, okay, see how specific Paulette got on her ideal client. See how she was talking about her. Paulette, when you're writing your "This is me," write to her, write to
right.
that woman,
Yes.
write to her voice, her tone, write to her heart, right? Because you sharing your story to her through her lens of like, girl, I'm, over 45 and I feel fabulous in
Mm-hmm.
my body. I love wearing red and colors. I love getting
Boom.
dressed up in feminine clothing. I
Right.
love going on date nights with my husband. Yes,
Yes.
I'm over 50 and I still go on date nights with my husband.
Yes.
Can we please normalize that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You
Good for
have
you,
a
Paulette.
powerful, and I want you to come back and really listen to this segment part for you, because the way that you articulated her, that's the one you call in by saying statements like
Right.
what you just told us here in this room, right? When we get that specific about our client and who she is and what she's struggling through and what thoughts, ideas, and opinions are running through her head, because ageism is a real thing.
It is.
People think that because you're a certain age, you got to act a certain way. You got to
Exactly.
be a certain way. You got to, if you're over, okay, if you're over 70, you're supposed to be bedridden on a chair doing nothing with life. But let me tell you, I got a 78-year-old grandfather who can run circles around most 50-year-olds
Yeah.
who, like,
I'm a
so.
great grandmother. I just became a great grandmother.
Yes.
People were like, well, what do you plan on doing? I said, I plan on taking him to the beach. I live in Myrtle Beach. I plan on taking him up to the rides. I want to do it all. And they're like, we would never plan that.
Wow.
Well, you're
Wow.
out because life, one thing I have learned since I'm 68, life is short and
Yes.
it's shorter. And you just need to, at whatever age you are, I don't care if you're 28, 38, 48, 58, enjoy your life. That is my biggest, I don't know, advertisement. I don't know what you want to call it, but it is like,
Declaration. Yeah.
it is. It's my declaration that, I mean, one thing that I have learned that I want to pass on to other women is, if you feel like, do what makes you happy. If you want to jump out of an airplane, but all your life you're like, I'm too afraid to do, I'm too afraid. Go do it. I mean, you need, in my opinion, you just need to live your life and be happy. And women age think that they have to put all that. I act silly on my lives. I act crazy, zany.
Yes.
It's me. And you can't do a live every day and not be authentic. It's
Right.
You can't do it.
Yeah, and so just come with this when you're writing this piece of content that you guys are writing. Paulette, come with this energy. Talk to her in this way. Speak to her in this voice and tell her, honey, you don't have to. You don't have to fall into that trap. Come here, come hang out with me, and I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to remind you why you need to have date nights with your husband. I'm going to remind you that life is short and you should live it, not let it pass you by, right? These are powerful, powerful messages that your client needs to hear through you, and saying that I had to discover this, right? I had to unbury this. I had to unmask this. Now stand in that boldness, because that message, girl, is going to move mountains for women over 50 who are looking for themselves, who are looking to find themselves, who are looking to find their best life over 50. We don't need to die after 50, but so many people are living for their death after 50.
Yes.
So let's raise them up. Let's call them out. let's bring them up. And if you can write through that lens and talk to them the way you just did us, you're going to move. You're going to move masses. You're going to empower women, and you're really going to make a roar that's going to be resonant in a lot of really strong places and ways. So stand in that power, stand in that authority, and stand in that voice, and everybody else get that specific.
So Heather just stood on stage here with powerful shoes. So, and the one thing that you want to remember, ladies, is coulda, shoulda, woulda has no place in your business. No place. Rebecca, thanks. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. No, you don't want to have any regrets. And I can see that from you, Paulette, in the way that you are so charismatic. You are so positive. You are so giving. All of you are. But it doesn't matter if you're 58, 68, 98. It doesn't matter. It's not over until you decide it's over, right?
That's right.
And we all have adversities or challenges or difficult situations that we've gone through. Last year was it was a year for me, let me just tell you. And I rose to the occasion and I cried a lot, but I persevered, and here we are today, right? And what we go through for a reason. I know that you've heard that, but if you don't live it, you don't really appreciate it, right? So I appreciate your candidacy and your transparency on that, Paulette. So thank you so much.
But if you
Go ahead.
can listen back, if you can listen back, guys, to that segment with Paulette on the replay, and just listen to how specific she was to what that woman was struggling through. If you can identify those struggles for your client, you are going to signal that soul tribe so quickly.
Yeah.
So powerfully. And you're going to motivate them. You're going to inspire them. You're going to bring them up to their next. Okay, Brittany, thank you for being here, love.
Thanks, Brittany. The replay will be up. I wanted to just go back to Rebecca because she was gone. She thought that she missed something. Rebecca, how you doing?
I'm here.
Okay. Any questions right now? You haven't missed anything. We can slow this down. We want to continue here, get to the next. But what's your question, hon?
Okay, the paragraph. What am I supposed to be working on? What is it, like my hello?
Okay, so let's go back to that paragraph here.
So here's our paragraph. We're starting with a "this is me." Tell them a little bit about who you are. You know, I'm Rebecca. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I'm a wife. Like, tell them who you are behind the screen, not who you are as an ambassador. Right? Then come in with those identity anchors about your core values and things that you stand for. Just like Paulette stood in those core values right now and showed us, like, she knows those identity anchors of her ideal client. Get into those identity anchors that are going to speak to them right there. And then tell them, you know, what you're for and what you're building.
Yeah.
Right? What are we declaring and what we're building?
Right.
So those are going to be that powerful, strong opener for you to really connect and engage your audience. Then we're going to get into this next piece, which is the relatable humanity piece. Tell them a little bit about your journey. I mean, that's the hard part, right? This is where we get a little bit harder and a little bit deeper in the soul piece. Tell them about your journey. What led you to your company? What led you to the product? What led you to this journey as a whole? Tell them and share with them. The reason I stand on stages is because for so long, people were silencing me with the proverbial duct tape of their ideas, thoughts, and opinions of who I was, who they thought I was, who they determined I was going to be.
Yeah.
And I stood silenced, bound and gagged by their thoughts, ideas, and opinions.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I made a decision to shut off the noise and turn off the thoughts, ideas, and opinion, and stop giving those thoughts, ideas, and opinions power over me and over my life. And I started to stand in my truth, not your truth for me, but my truth, and share it unapologetically. That when that humanity piece comes in, because here's the thing, I almost lost my life in this journey. Everybody's thoughts, ideas, and opinions were so loud that I didn't want to exist anymore. I didn't want to be here anymore. I wanted to quit life because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel strong enough or funny enough or quirky enough. And everybody was telling me that I wasn't. And I should be like this, and I should be like that, and I should show up like this. And it was weighing so strongly on me. I was just like, I just want to disappear. I don't want to be here anymore. If this is life and this is how I'm gonna live, I don't want to be here. I know that you've all had a moment like that, right?
Oh, yes. And I felt it on Thursday, let me tell you. But both of you Heathers that were like, I know
No,
you better
girl.
than that.
That's right.
Head to the no, girlfriend. What's happening? And that was a moment. That was an aha real moment. And we had to come to the table here and say it's not happening. It's not happening. And you are standing in that and look at the changes, right? Look at your momentum. Look at how you're thinking. And yes, success loves speed and all of the good stuff. We get that. But look at how your that paradigm has really, really shifted for you. That's so freaking powerful. That is just amazing. Love it.
It is. I've noticed too, and a lot more engagements.
Yes.
Like literally, I checked my page and it was just like 3,000 and something engagement in 1 week. I've never.
Girl.
Humanity is real, right?
Yes.
And you all related to that moment
Yeah.
that I just shared with you
Yeah.
of that rock bottom moment, right? When we
Right.
share those rock bottom pieces of ourselves that are the scariest and most vulnerable to share, that's when you really resonate. That's when you really, really grab at someone's heart, soul, and spirit. And I'm so thankful that God brought me my soul sisters and that pulled me out of that pit and believed in me. But they told me to turn off that noise of what everybody else was saying I was, because everything they were saying was not me. And they raised me from the grave that was literally about to take my life. And they brought me back to the garden that I now live in. And I'm so grateful for my sisters for doing that. But that's the power of a soul tribe, is having a place to land, having that place where, like Rebecca, last session, we had a moment we shared. And it was powerful and it was emotional. And Mindy, we had a moment that we shared where we connected at a really deep, resonant soul level. And so when we have these connections in these safe places, and this is a place where we do, like, we would be honored and we would love to call each of you a soul sister, not just a client. You're not just clients to us, and you're not just a cash register, and you're not just another payday. We care about you. We genuinely love you. We genuinely think about you every single day and talk about each of you every single day because we care.
A lot.
Like a lot. We're both empathic, so we really care. But like we soul care at such a deep level. We're nurturers and empathics. And so
And we get to share more about that in these rooms. And to add on to what Heather was just alluding to, I get asked the question a lot, how much do I need to share from my story? And the answer always comes back, and when I'm coaching this and teaching this or having my coffee chats, is how much do you feel comfortable when sharing? Rebecca, we've had that conversation many a time since you and I met not too long ago. And because of that, and because you allowed to step into that, you are now getting what you are getting.
Yes.
You are, right?
Yes.
Right?
Because it's
That's
not, I don't have to share all of it, just pieces of it for them to feel, maybe another mother who is crazy, 3 kids, running a business, drinking coffee, just that little bit of sharing
right.
will bring them into,
world.
my little circle. And then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm not the only one, because literally I felt like I was the only one stuck in the position I was stuck in on that merry-go-round that just kept going around and around and around. and then like seeing everybody, oh, I'm already at this and you guys should be here too. It just really, really took a toll on me. But I'm back. I took Friday off for a little bit, did some self-care, did some rearranging. Here I am. I have partial clients messaging me on a post I posted on Marketplace. So it's
Awesome.
No,
You're
just
growing.
just reflect. Just be good.
Yep.
Just be really, really good with that. And I'm
Yep.
so proud of what you've been
Because
able
you're
to do.
signaling. You're
Yeah.
signaling with your truth, right? You
Yeah.
guys, when you
Right.
share
It's
your
not,
truth,
I'm not pushy,
right.
pushy. I'm more of showing, okay, well, this product works for us. Have you thought about it? Have you tried it? Does it work for you? Let me know type now.
Right.
Instead of, oh, you
And
just need this in your hand.
Right.
and for you, you found the specific, like the specific uniqueness of your use of the product because it is different than the majority, right? Your use of the product and your purpose for the product that comes in at the deeper core level is because of your son and his joy
Right.
and the comfort and the peace and the love that that brings him. And so you get to speak from a different perspective than most of the other Sensi representatives in your industry. You're talking from a very special perspective, and that's such a beautiful thing. And if you guys can find that special perspective that is just unique to you, that's when you signal through the fog of all the other people. You're the lighthouse and your light is blinking and it's calling to them. And the more you share, the brighter the light gets and the closer it comes to you because they're looking for that direction. They're looking for that truth. They're looking for that person that's going to lead them through their darkness, right?
On that note right there, Rebecca, I want you to think about how you were signaling last year, the year before that. I want you to think about that and sit there for a while. And what has really changed and what has really come to light. That's where you need to go. Does that make sense? From where you were to where you are and how this journey has shaped you, right? In the small little crevices of building rapport, of communicating that out to your audience. Like you were signaling something so different before. But what happened? How are you signaling that now, right?
I'm signaling it more into, instead of being pushy and buyy, I'm doing it more as if, what if this was your house? Or how would you do this differently? Or I'm more of asking questions and listening and more of talking and pushing the sell now.
Yeah. Yeah. You're signaling it different. And when you do that, and when you can sit there and say, okay, so how am I going to share great information, great value, these amazing products, this amazing mastermind, whatever it is that you have to offer? How can I share that in a different way that is not going to sound salesy and spammy like that car salesperson, right? And you are signaling, you are that signal, like that red light, green light kind of effect. You are signaling so much different right now. So well done. I'm very, very proud of you. Okay, anybody else? We're going to go through here because we're holding everybody hostage here. It's lunchtime. I know we got to go. Okay, let's get on to the next one, Heather.
Okay, give me just a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, can you guys see? Is it showing?
No.
No. Okay. Of course it has. Okay. So, and apparently our image just wanted to fail. Cool. That's all right. So hopefully now, after spending the day with us and spending time with us, you have an even deeper, clearer understanding of who I am, who I help, and how I help them. Are you clearer? I want you to put clear in the comments if you're clearer today on those three things at a deeper level. Because this is really the passion behind this session, is to take you a little bit deeper.
Great. Great. Getting closer. Good. Awesome. Clear. Great. Not going to get, all the wrinkles are not going to get ironed out in one day, but you can work on this and sit on this, and we are here to elevate you. Okay. Remember, it's a
Love
journey.
it.
Awesome.
Yes. It's a journey, and maybe it's not clear today, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It takes time. You got to let this all sit with you and in you, and really let your nervous system embody it and hold it.
Great.
Because this
Love
is a
that.
whole lot of this is a whole lot of truth. This is like a breath of fresh air. This is like someone giving you CPR to your lungs.
Okay. Thanks,
Right?
Lori. Great.
Awesome. Well, ladies, congratulations. We just want to celebrate that you did yet another amazing session with the Heathers this morning, and you created your signature hello today. The signature hello is your first hello to the world, and it should be what's called a pinned post. Okay? You should create it into a pinned post, and I will drop for you in the event page. I will drop for you the outline for you to actually sit down and write out.
So you'll have that there for you. Awesome.
So that you'll be able to write it out. And I will show you an example as well. So we're so excited. This is no small thing. This is deep. This is soul. This is mind. This is a lot of mindset work that we're laying the foundations, but mindset is everything. And being clear on who you are and who you serve and how you serve them. These are all foundations for your house of branding. Now, there are two ladies that we would love to celebrate who last time we did a giveaway opportunity, and these two women went above and beyond what we asked for. They went and applied everything, shared it in their socials. We didn't have to ask. They saw the rules and did it. So we want to congratulate first and foremost Stephanie Stewart for showing up, and you won a 2-to-1 strategy session with the Heathers, and we will be contacting you to book that. Stephanie, we've been so impressed with how you've taken everything that you have learned and applied it, how you've shared it, how you have invited people, and we appreciate that, and it doesn't go unnoticed. The next person is Rebecca. Congratulations, girl. We want to just say you're just doing such an incredible, amazing job just sharing and doing and being present in this story. Guys, while these girls won it this time, the opportunity is available every single time. Heather and I are going to be giving away the same exact session at our event. So you'll have plenty of opportunity for your chance at the table as well. But congratulations, Rebecca. Congratulations, Stephanie. We're so proud of you guys. We're so grateful for you guys sharing us out and helping us build this community. And guys, that's what it's about. It's about building a community. And I'm going to let Heather take the wheel on this next and share with you the next room we have available for you. Oh, she's speechless.
The table is set. The coffee is ready to be poured, and there is a chair waiting for you with your name on it. We are so excited and overwhelmed with the responses that we've been getting for the last month and a half. This is a true passion of ours, and we would like to extend a welcome, a CTA, to the Porch Light, a safe community where we are going to work with you hand in hand. Come build systems that really convert. Come learn how to build your own personal brand with integrity and consistency and authority. And then designing the flow to prevent burnout and overwhelm. What's needed, what's warranted, what's expected of you, and what really is true that is going to be speaking from your heart so that you can put that out there. Creating content that connects and converts. This is an incredible opportunity to work with two of us. We have over 25 years of experience in our industry. We are going to be bringing to you incredible value, lessons, guiding, tables where you're going to be able to collaborate and communicate and share and put out all of the good, the bad, and the ugly so that you can get your answers, your questions answered. So this is building, engaging, and selling with us to create it. So this is our porch light, and the light is on for you.
And you guys, again, you guys are not just a number in our pocketbook. We truly, truly care about you. We truly care about your growth, your development. We don't want you to stay stuck where everybody else is stuck. And we designed our community to unstuck you and get you to those next moments, get you to those mountaintops. And I'm really proud to say that we're doing it at a price that it's probably going to blow your mind when I tell you how much it is. Because just before I say this, I want to know, how much do you guys think we are going to ask from you to be at this table?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm so curious.
Thank you for everybody. You're so welcome. Yeah, mindset. Thanks, Mindy. Well, you know, there's value and then there's value. And when you think about what we have in store for you and what we're creating and what we're doing behind the scenes, it's really invaluable to be able to sit with women who want to level up, to sit with women who are like-minded, to sit with women who really want to do and not just say they're doing, but actually do. So this room is created for you. So we are offering this membership to you, a monthly membership at $24.99. And we did that on purpose. The industry dictates differently. I'm not that person, and neither is Heather. And that's why I asked her to come on this journey with me to build this outright. So we wanted to build a community where you're going to be seen, heard, and understood and validated no matter where you are in your journey, if you're a beginner, if you're in the messy middle, or if you've been a lifer. And I use that term not, loosely, but it is really true because this is a life journey that you've committed yourself to. And we want to be able to offer you this at an affordable no-brainer. That's why we landed where we are. So if you're interested, we're going to be dropping the link for you to sign up and join us.
Okay, I'm getting that. Give me just a second.
Okay, no problem. You go ahead and do that. So what's going to happen here is we have a pathway. So once you have paid, it will come out every single month. What we're going to do is we're putting you in a waiting room, which is back in the academy. And we have something lined up for you. We're going to be giving you homework and accountability things and threads. And we're going to be able to sit with you at the round table to discuss the homework that we're going to be giving you. So the rating room is going to be there. We're just finishing what the porch light is going to look like. So you just have to bear with us for about a week or so before we'll let you into that room. But we're going to be working with you immediately on all of the core values, all of the branding, and etc. So it's all going to be coming to you in the waiting room as we are getting ready to open up Porch Light. Okay. Was Heather able to?
Yeah, it says PayPal. It doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's in the chat. It says PayPal. So if you just click on the link and you make your payment,
there you go.
Once you're in, and
You're
we're
so
so
welcome,
excited.
Sydney. Thank you.
You guys are so very welcome. Seriously, Heather and I thought really long and hard about this. And I remember what it was like to be at these early stages where budget was not there and where you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're just looking for that next, but every room is too expensive. It's not in my means. And then to have someone say, well, if you really want it, go find the resources to get it. We're not those coaches. And we didn't want to make it so astronomically expensive that you couldn't invest in yourself, in your future, because here's the reality, it does take an investment, right? And to get two coaches, and this is why we say it's a no-brainer, because even Lori is shocked to like, I
Yeah,
can see the
thanks,
absolute
Lori.
shock on her face. In our industry, to sit in a room with two coaches, you're not going to do it for $24.99. Okay. You're going to pay thousands of dollars to sit with two coaches in the capacity that we're going to be bringing for you. But we believe so strongly in each of you that we designed this community for each of you to be able to come and sit at the table and eat and move. And we just ask that you share your experiences, that you share with your friends, and you tell them all about what you're doing in the porch light, that, you know, that this is a safe community. If you're looking for a safe place, if you're looking for a place that's affordable, if you're looking for good leaders, if you're looking for soul sisters, you guys have created a bond here in this room over these last few sessions.
We're not done yet. We still have another session to go. I know.
Right? We have one more session to go for this series. And then we have something really, really cool planned. I'm so excited for the next move. But we just really wanted your next level to be accessible to you. But it does require an investment. And Heather and I are not time constraint coaches that are going to be like, it's a 2-hour session here or a 2-hour session there. We're going to open the room, we're going to come to the table, and we're going to do the work. Because again, we want to watch you rise. We want to watch you win. We want to be there and celebrate with you as you hit those milestones, those markers, and be like, yeah, that's my girl. Like, that's my brand baby. Like, that's my soul sister. Let's go. Like, this is not being done anywhere else, and we know it. It's a very unique, a very special community. And like I said, we're coming for the biggest female entrepreneur association in the world.
Yeah.
Not just in the nation, in the world, by doing what we're doing right now. So if you want to be a part of a history-making community, stay close, because we know we're going to move mountains.
So just to let you know a little bit about Porch Light, where we had this feeling, Heather and I, when we were sitting about it and designing this from last year, and my life really changed last year in September and October when I was thinking about 2026. And I have asked my students and everyone that I've been working with to really take that stance last year to fuel your this year, to fuel 2026, because January is over. So stop resetting, stop trying to rebound on something that might not be there. And in Porch Light, that is going to be a community, a table where you're going to be able to get structure, get the foundation, get systems. We are building it out on the premises of build, engage, sell, create. So building an audience, engaging with an audience, selling to your audience, and then creating that last system, creating that piece that might be missing in your flow factor, might be missing in your in your sequence, in your funnel. And you're going to, as Heather said, don't feel like you're going to miss something, because we're putting together a schedule that you'll be able to follow what's happening on what days, the times will be there. It will be there, and we hope that you can join us, because the roundtable discussions is always where things come to light and you feed on other one's energy and stuff like that. But feel, if you can't, there will be the recording there for you, and then the homework attachment. So we have a lot in store. So just bear with us as we're navigating all those pieces. But as you come into the waiting room, we have something else designed for you right now, ready to go for you for this coming week. So yeah, with that, Heather, what else do we want to share? What else was there?
This is going to be a space where you can be vulnerable, just like you were today.
Great. Yeah.
You're going to be able to ask questions and connect with each other just like you did today.
Yeah.
Community is the biggest catalyst for change, is having those soul sisters that you can lock arms with and dig in the trenches with, that you can fall into the arms of when you're having a bad day. I know there were several times last year, Heather and I fell into each other's arms, just devastated with what we were going through. And to have that support, to have that encouragement, to have that love, it changes everything. It changes the journey. It changes your perspective because you're no longer alone in the trenches. You're no longer alone in the mud and the muck and the dirt that life will throw at you. And you obviously will now have both of us in your trenches as well. So we can raise you from your graveyards to your gardens. So you can have those glory moments so that you can reach those financial milestone markers. And when I say we have meticulously designed, I mean, we have meticulously spent hours, especially in the last few months, have spent hours designing this space for you because we are so passionate about watching women rise, watching women grow, watching you step into your fullest self, your fullest truth, your fullest potential, your happiest, healthiest life. And we know that that doesn't come easily in this world, to have that kind of love, support, and community. So while we told you we were signaling a tribe, you guys are a tribe. And we are so proud of you. And we are so grateful that you were in this room with us and that you spend this time with us on a Saturday of all days.
I
That you
know.
would come and spend this day and time with us. So that link is available for you guys in the comments. I don't know if it got lost.
Could have.
I will repaste it again. And if you have any further questions for Heather or I, please let us know. We really want you at this table. We really want to grow with you. We really want to watch you grow. We are so impressed with all the growth we have seen from those of you that were at the first event. And it's only up from here, you guys. The value that we're going to bring is going to be immense. And the structure that has been set up, I will tell you, I designed it for multi-million-dollar coaches. Okay, so I'm bringing you a multi-million-dollar framework for $24.
Yeah.
Because I care. And because I want to put you up where the 1% are. And give you that opportunity to rise and grow and glow. And not do it alone. Because doing it alone is not fun and it's not easy. And we don't tend to make it very far when we're alone. So I hope that each of you will consider coming to take a seat at our table and spending more time with us.
So on that note, please be on the lookout in the Academy, ladies, because that's where everything is going to be in the event page. We're getting ready to set the table again for the third part of this series. And then after the third part, it will be under Vault for only those who are coming into the porch light with us, and everything else. This will not be available to everybody else. This is only available to you free here. So please be on the lookout for the next event that will be coming shortly. We'll be sharing that in the Academy, so sign up. And then if you are bringing people in the Academy, can you please have them friend request me so that when Heather and I put out information, validation, education, motivation, that it gets shared and they can tag us. Just make sure that they send a friend request, do your due diligence with that. Be sure to RSVP so we know how many people are here. And yes, congratulations again to Stephanie and to Rebecca you're so welcome, Rebecca. I think Stephanie had to jump off. I think my phone is blowing up right now, but that's okay. So with no further, if we got no other questions, any questions, anything? You're good?
From who?
Any questions? Anything?
Okay.
We're here. Floor is yours. We're done talking now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
when's the next session?
Yeah.
2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks from today, but we'll get you the official date inside of Academy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So today is the 7th. So you know what we were doing, Heather and I were talking about either having it on a Monday or having it on a Saturday. This has blown us away. Like really, really the amount of people who are able to make it on a Saturday. We just want to make it accessible to everybody. So I like a Saturday. You can let us know what you like. Mondays are a little bit hectic, more hectic for people. I mean, we all have different lives, and there's 24/7 people are working. We get that. We get that. So not every day is free for everybody. So Mondays, okay. Yeah, so what we're gonna try to do is we've done a Monday and there was less. We had a good calling and then there was less, and today there happened to be more. We will, but the replays are always going to be there for you in the academy. They will only be up for 1 week. And then we take them down, and then we're going to put them to sleep, put them to bed in the vault in porch light. If anyone, and if you do decide to come there, then you'll be able to have this. So you can go back there and get the foundation of the core elements that you need for your brand. Okay. Okay, so I think it's time to go have lunch or retail therapy or whatever. I'm going shopping.
Thing on your beautiful Saturday. Go enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for coming to the table. We hope you've had a great time. Feel free to drop your takeaways. Let us know, you know, in the event page or in Academy what your takeaways were from today.
Thank
We'd
you.
really love to hear it. This has been a great morning and a great time together. Thank you so much for being here. We love you guys, and we can't wait until next time.
Thank you so much, ladies. Have a wonderful, safe day.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Paulette.